First ball, right for a strike. Throws the ball for a strike. That's good.
That is good. That's play on words. They call that maybe. We'll have some more great linguistic tidbits for you as we go through the night.
All right. So Zet sizing it up, staring down Shermadal, waiting for the right pitch to be called by his catcher. The catcher's Kimo Angilan.
Lozama's got his playoff beard rocking out there. He's looking fierce. He's going to bring it tonight. I can feel it. It's one of those things where everybody's stepping it up in the playoffs. That's what we saw last night. I expect to see the same thing here.
Yeah, so for those who are just tuning in, we've got myself, Robbie G, along with Crew Trey Dunn, calling your game for you tonight.
Sure enough is.
We've had a few technical difficulties here, but we are back and live and ready to go. We are here in the first inning of the Brew Crew versus the CK Bears. The first batter's up. It is Verlant Shermadal for the Brew Crew, and he is facing down JJ Zetlazama on the mound. He's waiting for the next pitch. Is that a lefty pitcher? You know, I don't see that a whole lot out here. Here comes the pitch. Oh, little chopper over the pitcher's head. The shortstop fields it.
Ooh.
And just barely gets it to first in time for the first out.
It's a bold strategy there, sliding into first base on a kind of routine ground ball. That's not what they teach you at the summer camp there, but sometimes it works out, but not that time.
Well, we're always talking about how you need to slide more, and he apparently got that note from us last night.
It's maybe not the exact time for sliding, but we'll.
You probably want to stay up and run into first base so that you have a better chance to have some speed. All right, second batter up is Kyle Hokog. And for those scoring at home, that first out was a 6-3. Oh, and the first pitch there is a strike. Strike to Kyle Hokog. It's going to be an 0-1 count to him. So we're glad if you're here joining us for the Saipan Baseball League playoff game of the week. It's the Brew Crew versus the CK Bears. Again, you got Robbie Glass and Trey Dunn coming at you live. We got Kyle Hokog up to bat, a little chopper foul. It's going to be sitting at 0-2 now on his count. We're brought to you tonight by Enos Kitchen. If you need some delicious food anytime Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., you just call them up at 488-1627. That's 488-1627. Is that sizing up Kyle Hokog? Getting ready to deliver this pitch. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and that one's really high, so that's going to be a ball. So it counts now 1-2
to catch that one.
Yeah, that one was pretty high up. So the count now at 1-2. Notice Zet's really taking his time, making sure he's got the right pitches coming.
Yeah, there's no pitch clock out here.
Oh, another little chopper. That's going to be fielded by the catcher. And he's going to throw it over to first for the second out. That's going to be a 2-3.
Looked like a pretty easy out, but it took a lot of concentration. Catcher's got to get out there, get his angle right, and make sure that's an accurate throw there.
Yeah, and make sure that it was right there to the first baseman. First baseman, Angel Palacios.
We got some folks watching us in the comments. We got Jose Kaipat and Roberto there watching us.
Yeah, so we got Franco Nakamura up to bat now. About to face his first pitch of the night. Oh, and he hits a little chopper over, but it's going to make it all the way to center field for a base hit.
Wow, first hit of the night early on here. See if they can make something out of it.
Yeah, Franco with a nice little chopper single there. That's a good trajectory on the ball. Get it right over the pitcher's head. Let it slide right out to center field. Center field is a little deep. Wasn't able to get to it. And the Brew Crew got their first hit of the night. So here we are again. We're at the top of the first. We have 2 outs. Byron Kaipat's up to bat. And his first pitch to him is going to be a ball, so it's going to be 1-0 on the count. It's the CK Bears versus the Brew Crew. We got Zet Lazama for the Bears. Bears.
Hopefully it's not bad news for them tonight.
Zet's going to check the runner at first.
Nakamura didn't look like he
there.
had a menacing lead to me, but I think maybe Lazama's just trying to keep him honest over there.
We like to keep people honest around here.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens sometimes.
Here's the pitch. Ooh, that's going to be fouled back towards us.
If I had had a long arm and a glove, I could have got that, I think.
You just need those Mr. Fantastic powers.
Yeah. I mean, that's what my wife calls me. But I
Mr.
don't know.
Fantastic powers?
Yeah, Austin's cousin.
Yeah, his middle name's Dangerous. That would make sense.
Yeah.
All right, Byron Kaipat up to bat. He's got a 1-1 count right now. Here comes the pitch. Oh, he's going to ground that to third. Oh, but the third baseman has a little bit of trouble fielding it. And that's going to be a single for Byron Kaipat.
I think that's going to count as an E5 there.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be an error.
So they got runners on first and second there. That was a pretty standard looking ground ball. Maybe a few little butterflies down there at third from Tone. Leon Guerrero down there.
Yeah, it kind of bounced on him at the last second, but he never really looked like he was going to be comfortable in fielding that.
Yeah, I think you got to try and get your body behind that.
Maybe caught him by surprise a little bit. So we got Jerome De Los Santos up to bat now. There's 2 outs. We got runners on first and second for the Brew Crew. Zet Lazama with the pitch. That one's going to be high and for a ball. So Trey, what you thinking so far? We're here early in the game.
So right now, I mean, the Brew Crew's looking good. They got a couple runners on base. One of them was a solid hit. The other one, they just, like I always say, get the ball into play and make the other team get you out. And CK Bears couldn't do it. Here comes the pitch. I thought that dropped in there, but must have been a little inside. 2 balls.
2 balls now to Jerome De Los Santos. Yeah, looks like everybody's fairly well dialed in. I know we've had 1 error already this game, but I really still think some of that was because that just took a bad hop right in front of him. But there's the pitch. Ooh,
inside.
That one's going to be a pass through, and the runners are going to advance to second and third. Yeah, we've seen that quite a bit in the Saipan Baseball League. A lot of pass-through balls. Some of these, the catchers just can't quite get to them. The pitch is a little bit wide.
I mean, the thing I think you got to remember here, Robbie, is this is still these guys look like professionals, but they still have other jobs. You know, they're not out here practicing their craft 7 days a week. They got to get other stuff done. So
here's the pitch.
Jerome,
he keeps that one in front of him though.
Was showing bunt there, but he's going to get to take his base there.
Oh, they're talking to the ump about it, but he was sitting at 3 balls and he called that one a ball, so that should be a walk.
So these guys.
That's going to bring up Tim Cruz next. Now Tim Cruz has bases loaded and 2 outs. So the Bears kind of digging themselves a little hole here right now, but not too hard to get out of. They just need an out.
This whole rally has happened with 2 outs, Robbie. I mean, they got the first 2 batters out of the inning, and then they let that single go, and then now had an error and a walk. You gotta get this out here, keep this game evened up, and get your bats up there.
Here's the first pitch. Well, that one's going to be high for a ball. And Kimo was looking like he was going to throw that to first. Maybe thought the runner had a big lead off, but then he held on to it. Tim Cruz up to bat, facing his second pitch. Here it comes. Oh, he's going to foul that one back towards us.
Right to me.
You wouldn't have even needed a long arm for that
No,
one.
that would have hit me if this net wouldn't have been here.
Yeah, if it weren't for this net and this glass here, we would have gotten it right to the face.
So you're saying I would have got a ball to the face?
Yeah, it's Brad Rizal's favorite activity.
Yeah, that's true. He does like that. He's just got such an attractive face. The balls can't stay away from it.
It's like a magnet. Here's the pitch. Oh, that one's going to be high and back. Are they going to get under it? The center fielder and it's going to drop between them. That's going to bring 1 run in.
That's going to clear the
2
bases.
run-ins in and 3 runs in.
Wow, so that was a double. It was in the gap out in right center field.
That was quite the hit by Tim Cruz, hitting the double there. Placed that ball right between the center fielder and the right fielder. They were both hustling over there, but that ball was just painted
Henry
for it.
Lozama and Ben Flores were pretty near it when it dropped in, but it was pretty much even between them, and they didn't really have a chance, I don't think.
Yeah, I was really worried they were going to run into each other, too. It didn't look like either one was calling the other one off.
No, they were both full speed there.
Luckily didn't run into each other, so nobody got hurt, but that ball just landed in between them. And
all right, so Terraguezo has 1 ball for him there on that pitch.
so now just 1 runner on at second. Reed Terraguezo up. Ooh, that's a really high one over his head.
Yep.
That's going to be his second ball.
That's not just for jokes going over his head. That was the ball, too.
Yeah, it seems like Zet's having a little bit of control issues here early on. He's placed a few of these kind of high and wide. Here's the wind-up. And the pitch. Oh, and now he's going to catch that one for a strike.
Looks like outside corner there, but let's see if the Brew Crew can bring in some more runs here. They got a runner in scoring position at second base. Jerome's out there.
Here's the pitch. Oh, he's going to line drive that one to the second baseman who gets underneath it, gets it to first base for the out, and that's going to get him out of the inning. But Brew Crew got 3 runs there. So that's going to be a 4-3 for you at home for the third out. And that's going to take us to the middle of the first. And what are we seeing so far, Trey?
Well, that didn't go how the Bears would have liked it to go, right? They got a couple early outs, thought they were doing okay, and then gave up a hit, an error, a walk, then a big double there. So that's how it shook down.
Yeah, I mean that was almost like a double cheeseburger. I mean it's double meat, double patties.
Yeah,
double cheese, all the doubles.
They put it out there, and got a favorable outcome. So that's what you like to see if you're the Brew Crew there. Get up early, let your pitcher do the work. See how Taquito does today. He's pitched well for them in the past, and I think he'll be able to do it some today as well.
Yeah, I got to watch him before. He's got quite an arm. He's a lot of fun to watch. So we're going to have the CK Bears going to be up to bat, get their first at-bat. We're going to get to see Jacoby Ringamar, Dennis Cabrera, and Henry Jr. Lozama and see what they can do, see if they can maybe start to claw their way back in here. And they're going to be facing Kaipo Taquito on the mound. And here comes Jacoby Ringamar.
He's going to lead it off for the CK Bears. See if he can start chipping away at this lead that Brew Crew has amassed. Taquito's got some fire out there as he's warming up. He's not a big dude, but he can throw hard. Look at that.
Yeah, he's got a really good forward step on his throw. I mean,
that's got to be at least 170 miles an hour.
At least. I don't have the radar gun like DPS does. Maybe they'll let us borrow it sometime to see how accurate it is.
We should actually do that. That's a great idea. Brad, if you're listening, write that down.
I can't say anything about how accurate it is or isn't, but the newspaper seemed to think it was pretty accurate.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if our viewers know, but I think Robbie is an expert in radar.
I know a lot about radar and LADAR.
Mm-hmm.
Laser.
Laser. I'm thinking about LiDAR.
Laser.
So LiDAR is a thing that you use to like measure all sorts of stuff from satellites. It's cool.
Oh.
You can see how deep the water is. You can see like what the vegetation's made out of, what kind of things are hidden. Lots of cool facts there.
So the radar gun, but then they have the LiDAR gun that uses a laser to send a beam back and forth to tell you how fast people are going.
Pew.
If you've been out there in Puerto Rico recently, you've been seeing them do some speed enforcement.
Puerto Rico.
But that's okay. We're just getting some law enforcement going. And here we go. We're going to get to the bottom of the first now. First pitch from Kaipo. Oh, he really brought that in at a big swing and a miss from Jacoby. That's going to be a strike. I mean, speaking of DPS, we got Verlant Shermadal here as the catcher. One of our fine folks over at DPS.
Nice.
Second pitch is going to be a ball. It's going to be 1-1.
There's a lot of officers in the league. We had some customs, we had some fish and wildlife guys, we had some DPS guys, all sorts of guys out there serving their community, playing some baseball on the side.
Keeping us entertained. Here comes the pitch. Oh, that one's going to be fouled over to the first side. Oh, and just into the dugout.
Yeah.
Boy, Verlans was really making an effort for that, though. He popped up and really started to get over there for it.
He's trying to make sure he's protecting that lead, get as many free outs as you can.
So that's going to bring the count to 1-2 to Jacoby Rangamar. And hey, folks, if you're just tuning in, we're here in the bottom of the first. You've got me, Robbie G, along with Ann Crew, Trey Dunn.
Sure enough,
and we are calling this game for you tonight here on this wonderful Friday night. We're here in the playoffs of the Saipan Baseball League, and here's the pitch, and a big swing and a miss for the out.
Jacoby wanted that real bad. He didn't get it, though.
You know, behind every big swing and a miss is a big swing.
Yeah, that's true. And behind every swing is a guy who moved that bat.
It's true, too.
Yep.
All factual statements up here. We're just bringing you the facts, everyone. Just the facts.
Just the facts. Just to see how they feel.
All right, we got Dennis Cabrera's now up to bat with that really, really bright white helmet.
He must have just got that one.
Ooh, that one's going to catch the corner for a strike.
Yeah. That was a very, very cornery pitch right there on that corner.
Yeah, just barely. He must have just touched the very front corner right there. Kaipo seems like he's kind of feeling it tonight so far. He's going to bring the pitch in. And that one's going to be a little low. Make the count 1-1 to Dennis Cabrera. Here he's winding up for the pitch. Here it comes. Oh, big swing and a miss. That's going to make it 1-2 now. Dennis was really digging deep on that one. He had to go pretty low. Almost had a golf swing for it.
Yeah, you got to be careful digging that deep around here. You're going to hit water sooner or later.
Yeah, you got to be careful digging deep. You might cut one of our internet cords.
Yeah.
And speaking of internet, we are being brought to you by IT&E tonight. Best internet there. They've got their broadband force and their not just broadband, it's their
it's the fiber
cable. There's
fiber.
What it is.
Yeah.
Fiber force. It's making sure we get a smooth
it's not a coconut
stream for you.
It's not a coconut frond fiber, but it's better than that maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's tough to beat a coconut because you can do so many things with it, but I've never seen a coconut tree make internet. But IT&E does it. They make internet, probably from coconut trees.
And here comes the pitch from Kaipo. Oh, and he's going to catch him. That's going to be 2 strikeouts now.
Did His Highness do that like sweet little machine gun call
he was
thing
like,
last night too? I didn't remember seeing that last night.
We didn't see many strikeouts last night,
okay.
actually, though.
All right.
That was part of it.
Yeah. But he had a nice little strikeout call there where he kind of put in one hand and then the other and then back again and then back again.
A little robot action.
Yeah. It looked
all right,
good.
That's going to bring up Henry Jr. Lizama now to face Kaipo Diquito. which makes me want a taquito. And hey, folks, if you're hungry, you should go check out Ina's Kitchen. You can call them at 488-1627. That's 488-1627. And that first pitch is going to be a ball to Henry Jr., who's hoping to hit it from the window to the wall.
Oh, sweat drips down my fall.
And there's this pitch and a swing and a miss for a strike. So that's going to be a 1-1 count now to Henry Jr. Lizama.
He's got a bright orange helmet. They got some nice helmets out there today.
You're seeing a lot of colorful things here from the CK Bears. Bright green gloves, and that pitch is going to be low for a ball.
Does. He's got bright green gloves. I didn't even notice that. How could I miss that? Probably blended into the green screen. Just imagine if we had this on like a green screen. He wouldn't even have any hands.
I'm not even sure what to do with my hands when I'm.
He doesn't know what to do with his hands. He hit them in the green screen.
Here comes the pitch. Oh, that one's going to be way outside for a ball.
Yeah, that one was not a catcher problem there. That was pretty far. I might have called that one a wild pitch if there was a runner on. Charmadol's going to head out there.
Charmadol's going to kind of be like, hey, make sure you throw it, from this arm to this arm, because I can't reach out any farther.
Yeah, you got to hit it in between those two lines there so I can make sure I'm going to get it. Lizama's also one of the few players who are in the high socks. Not a lot of guys in Saipan Baseball League go old school with the high socks.
Yeah, almost looks like he's got some soccer cleats on, too. They're really colorful, but he's going to get on base with a walk.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up Virgil Shermadal.
There's a lot of Charmadals at the plate there.
Yeah, I got a Verlance and a Virgil. They're looking like they're ready. CK Bears got a runner on first and 2 outs. This is where we saw the Brew Crew start to do some damage. Oh, that first one's going to be a big swing and a miss for a strike. That's going to make it 0-1 to Virgil Shermadal.
All right, Kaipo's coming at the pitch. Oh, it's hit into center field. It's going to drop in there in right center. Runner around to third, and Virgil's going to stay at first there.
There we go. We got a nice little single there.
Runners on the corner.
Now we got runners on the corners. Now we're going to get a little timeout here now from the Brew Crew. Verlant saw Virgil get on and said, hey, we got to have a little talk here.
Calm down, we got
We're
this
still good.
We got plenty of runs
We
on the
got
board.
2 outs. We just need to get one more, get out of the inning.
Don't worry about that guy at third. Just get that runner out, either at first or second. Either one's a forced play. Should be easy enough.
All right, here we go. Coming back in.
Got Tone Leon Guerrero up here.
Comes the pitch. Ooh, that one was low and in the dirt for a ball. All right, Kaipo Taquito on the mound. Facing down Ton Leon Guerrero, a little chopper foul.
That was a spicy inside pitch there right on his hands. He kind of fended that one off.
Like the third base coach tried to kind of like soccer style it, try to stop the ball. Speaking of soccer, the World Cup started yesterday. I watched today. It was the first ever Philippines national team in the World Cup.
Wow.
Played today.
Nice.
They lost 2-0 to the Swiss team, but they at least made a statement and said, hey, we're here. Some great saves and some great play from him today. So shout out to all the fellow Cababayans. Oh, that's quite the steal.
No cares.
Not even looking back.
I don't know how we would score that, but I might say that's indifference. Kaipo made no effort to turn around to look for that. So sometimes
is it even stealing if they don't care?
No, it's not. If they actually let you take the base, you can call indifference, and they won't get a steal for it. I don't know about how that one might be called there, but
I really thought the slide was a little gratuitous, though.
it was.
I mean, he was
the second baseman and the
no
shortstopper were barely even jogging
No
over.
one moved. No one moved.
And Kaipo had not turned around.
There's the pitch, a little chopper. That one's going to be foul.
That's a foul. That hit him as it bounced off his foot, I think. Yeah, so, I mean, honestly, that runner doesn't matter. It does kind of make it so there's not a force out at second now. You got your force out at first, and everybody else can stay put, wait for that to shake down. But really, they just got to get one out. Doesn't matter where they get it.
Here comes the pitch. Oh, there's a little chopper to third. He's going to choose to go to first, get the out, and there we go. That'll retire the inning. That's going to be a 5-3 for your third out. And we are done with the first inning with the Brew Crew leading 3-0.
Nice. So that was a bit more exciting first inning than we had last night. We had 3 runs come in there in that top half, and they threatened in the bottom half a little bit,
Yeah, it was really good. Saw a lot of really good playing, and it was amazing that both teams, after they got their first 2 outs, that's when they kind of started to come alive.
Yep.
Right? It's just like
those 2-out rallies.
Getting easing into the game a little bit there.
So I'm excited for this game. It seems like everybody's hyped up, playing some good ball. The hitting looks to be solid tonight. Hopefully they can get some pitching and defense in there to kind of even it up. But like you said, with those 2 outs, both of the teams came alive. That was kind of the sweet spot for them. Maybe they just had to get a little comfortable, get into the rhythm of things with the bat.
They were feeling the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Get on up, it's baseball time.
Yeah, sure enough is. But man, it's going to be exciting. I like how this is starting out.
Yeah, it's a good game so far. And this is only the first inning, and we got 8 more of these innings.
8
we're going
of these innings.
9 innings tonight for you folks. 9. And we're going to see Ben Maritita, Kiana Aldon, and Verlant Shermadal up to bat next for the Brew Crew.
Should be good stuff. Lozama's out there again. Got his playoff beard still going.
Yeah, it's important to get the playoff beard, you know.
I mean,
really, that's where all the luck comes from.
Yeah.
It's old superstition. Woo. And really, the NHL, I've never heard about it in any other sport, but
they do it in baseball sometimes. It's not as much of a cultural phenomenon as it is in that weird ice skating league or whatever that is. But
yeah, figure skating, where it's well known to have your playoff beard.
Yeah, ice skating league. They just push people. They can't even know where the ball is.
All right, speaking of where the ball is, it's in the pitcher's hand. It's with Zet Lozama, and we've got Ben Maritita up to bat. And here comes the first pitch. Ooh, a swing and a miss. First, I thought that was going to be a little chopper. He looked like he was going to get a little piece of it, but
he was
just
going to
didn't.
Snag that there, but somehow just went past.
He should be lucky he didn't get a piece of it because that went right in the catcher's mitt. All right, here we go with the next pitch. Oh, there's a nice little single. That's going to go right into center field, past the second baseman.
That it looked like it came off his bat hot, but then once it hit the ground, it kind of died. The second baseman almost got to it. I don't think he would have been able to throw him out. Would have had to make a super acrobatic play, even if he had got to it, to throw him back out at first. But it was not hit quite as hard as I thought it was off his bat.
Yeah, it was a nice little line drive there. Got him on base, and we're going to see Kiana Aldon up next.
She's one of 2 ladies that's playing in this league. She's doing great out there.
Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be high for a ball.
And outside ball.
The other lady sub into the game last night. So far we've had 2 ladies playing the playoffs. This is the first time they've ever had ladies play in this league here in Saipan. It's pretty awesome.
Second throw is going to be a ball. It's going to be 0-2 to Kiana Aldon.
The cool thing to me is that you know they wouldn't have got a shot if they weren't good enough to be here, right? This is not one of those things where it's like, oh, let's put the girl in, just be nice. No, these girls have earned their spot.
Oh, there's a big foul ball. And that one's going to go to the parking lot, and it's bouncing around. And, folks, you know what that means? That means if you're parked out there and, unfortunately, that ball hits your car and it cracks your windshield and you don't know what to do, well, you know who you got to call? The Saipan Auto Glass Pro. The Pro. And you can make Romy your Auto Glass homie. You can call him at 235-9037 at Saipan Auto Glass Pro, and he will fix you right up if you get a crack in your windshield. Oh, there's a great hit by Kiana. It's going to get caught by the right fielder.
All right, that one almost snuck in there. It was in shallow right.
It looked like it was going to drop, but the right fielder really made a good play there.
Yeah, he came in.
Jacoby really made the play to get in and get that catch.
He caught that ball in that area where a lot of times you'll see a second baseman out there that far trying to track that down. So it was a good little run for him. Kind of stole a hit away from Kiana there.
That's going to be the first out here at the top of the second. We got a runner on first, Ben Maritita, and we got Verlant Shermadal up to bat. He's playing catcher tonight for the Brew Crew. Verlant swung so hard on that last one that his necklace came up out of his shirt and is now around the back part of him.
Oh, yeah. Got that chain gang out there tonight. Shermadal part of the chain gang. I think Byron Kaipad has a nice chain too, that I remember from before.
Is that with the pitch? Oh, that one's going to be high. That's going to be 1-1 to Verlant Shermadal. That sizing it up, ready for the pitch. Oh, that one's going to be fouled out and over again. That one's going out into the parking lot, and maybe it hits your car. Hopefully it doesn't, but if it does hit your car...
What should I do if it hits my car?
Well, you got to call the Saipan Auto Glass Pro, because he's a pro at everything he does, especially auto glass. And you can make Romy your auto glass homie and get that fixed right up for you at 235-9037. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that one's going to hit Shermadal.
Oh, His Highness is thinking about whether he's going to let him take that
Highness is thinking
bait.
he made enough of an effort to avoid it by simply moving his shoulder down half an inch and basically prepping for the hit.
That was small kind shimmy, as they say in Hawaii. He moved just enough to get on base there. We talked about this last night. If you stand completely still, it doesn't matter if the ball hit you right in the middle of your center of mass. You didn't try to get out of the way, so you don't get to take your base.
Yeah, you got to make minimal effort to get out of the way, but that's going to put runners on first and second and bring up Kyle Hokog now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a little line drive to third. Third baseman going to get it over. And going to get it to first for the double play. That's going to take him out of the inning. That was a great double play.
That was. So he hit it right to the third baseman, got the force out there, one step away, threw it all the way to first. Hokog has been listening to us as well. He tried to slide into first. That's going to be my second coaching tip of the night is don't slide into first. It's very, very not beneficial to you.
Only if you're sliding back into first.
Yes.
Not on your initial run. Your initial run, you want to just hit the gas and go.
There's two lines down the first base line, and that's your pathway to first base. You have access to that pathway, so you can run as fast as you can, and you don't have to worry about sliding. Because when you slide, slow down a little bit.
Yeah, you got access to that pathway, just like we all have access to that Beach Road pathway to do some running.
Yeah, it's right over there. If you wanted to run a longer distance than 90 feet, you could head over across the baseball field to across the road there and get your exercise in. It's a good spot, good thing to do. These guys have elected to play some baseball instead, though. And I think they made a more fun choice. There's a lot more, fun culture here at the baseball field,
Yeah, it's a lot more fun to be with the team, right? Especially if your team's got a name like the Brew Crew. You know what they're doing after the game.
They're a fun group of guys.
They're going to get out there and they're going to go enjoy their brews.
And their crews.
With their crew.
Yeah. And Crew has been there a couple times.
That sounds a little more fun than like what the CK Bears might be doing, which I guess is playing with bears.
Yeah, maybe they're wrestling bears. I've never seen a bear wrestling match in Saipan, but I know they have.
But you've seen it somewhere else?
I know they have them in Florida.
Well, the Florida man, he gets his name for a reason.
Yeah, you got to watch out for Florida man.
So
He's
we're moving
one of a kind.
So we're moving to the bottom of the second now. The CK Bears are going to be up to bat, and we're going to see Chemo. I really need to learn to get this name correct. Engailan. Angel Palacios and Ben Flores. They're going to lead it off for us. And folks watching at home, start thinking about who you might think might be the player of the game tonight.
Yeah,
we're going to have to pick the player of the game at some point, and we got, 7.5 more innings to figure that out. But we like to see what your input is, who you think's having the game of their life tonight, who's really putting it all on the line for this playoff game, and making sure their team doesn't go home.
Great stuff happening already. I mean, we had that great double play there. I think that was Jerome that started that one off, made that throw. So
yeah, that great catch by Jacoby.
Yeah,
as well.
That's
at the top of the second. So Chemo now up to bat. Still facing Kaipo Taquito, and the first pitch is going to be a little bit outside and off of Shermadal's top of his glove there. But no worries because no one's on base. So the count's now 0-1 or 1-0.
We can watch that tonight. Last night, that played a pivotal role in scoring a lot of runs, making sure the catcher kept the ball in front of him. It didn't happen a couple times and led to some runs.
AJ Jones asking, how about the umpire of the night? I will say with a lot of confidence that hopefully we don't have an umpire of the night. I think refs and umpires do their job best when they're completely not noticed.
Yes. But, we got Highness as our home plate umpire there.
Oh, and that pitch is going to be wide for another ball.
And he's doing a good job so far, Got a pretty consistent strike zone there. We got Ben Jones and
Ben Jones
and Luis Mesa down there in the field at third and first respectively. So these guys are experienced. They've been around. I think they're going to call a great game out there tonight.
Yeah, and so far I think they've done a really great job. So I mean that's good. So far the umpire of the night is our umpire crew, and to all three of them. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's going to be another ball. It's going to be a leadoff walk.
The old leadoff walk there. Chemo's on base.
Getting on base with a walk.
He was showing bunt there at the end.
We've seen this a few times tonight, right? Like they show bunt and then it's a ball.
Yeah. Well, but I've seen him show up that bunt on the 3-0 or the 3-1 count, and it's interesting strategy. You're just trying to tell that pitcher like, hey, if you throw that ball right down the middle, I'm going to bunt it, and your defense not ready. So it kind of maybe rattles the pitcher a bit.
Oh, and that first pitch is going to be outside for another ball. That's, I think, 5 balls in a row now for Kaipo Taquito.
Oh, he's got to rein that in. Got to get something over the plate there.
I mean, the strategy of throwing it to where they can't hit it only works so well for so long. Oh, there's a big swing by Angel Palacios.
That's what he needed there. Just throw it right down the middle.
Yeah.
Beat him with the pace.
Get that count to 1-1. We got a runner on first, no outs here in the bottom of the second. The score is 3-0 with the Brew Crew over the CK Bears. And that one's going to be outside for another ball, make the count 2-1. The other thing we can talk about is fan of the night.
Fan of the night.
Yeah,
wow.
But that's probably going to take some interaction on the live feed for us to figure that out.
We could look for. We got a lot of folks commenting and watching right now.
That one's inside. That one's really inside. That's going to be a 3-1 now count to Angel Palacios. I'm noticing with the CK Bears on the back of their shirts a lot of times, it is not their last name.
Yep, well, they got...
a lot of different names. I can't quite make out what's on the back of Angel Palacios' shirt, but... Here's the pitch. Oh, that one's way out for another walk.
That's 2 walks. That is not what you want to do when you're up
first baseman's coming over. Everybody's gonna start talking to Kaipo. Tell him, hey, it's okay, man, but you gotta throw some strikes now.
And that's when you're up 3-0, and your batters have proven that they can get some hits for you. Just throw it over the plate. I mean, you don't want to throw meatballs up there for people to just knock out of the park, but you want to make sure you're getting those strikes. Don't worry about being as ticky-tacky and trying to hit those corners perfectly. Just get it over the plate.
You don't got to worry about hitting them corners and them low-lows, girl.
Show enough is? Yeah, definitely. But
I feel like I just dropped a lyric to a song that Trey did not pick up on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if
Here's the pitch. Oh, Verlant's going to get in front of it, going to make the throw to second. And it's not going to be quite in time because it was a little bit wide, need a little bit of problem getting to it. But
yeah, that was a pretty solid throw, though. It could have been better to get that out, but I think it was a good effort. Kind of let some of the runners know, hey, Shermanell's got a little arm back there. Trying not to get too far off the base.
All right, here comes the pitch. Oh, there's going to be a bunt, but that's going to go foul.
Fizzle foul. That was
so I'm going to let you know that's a song by DRE, Dr. Dre, because he's still DRE.
Oh yeah. See, when a white guy from Texas sings it, it doesn't sound cool. That's how I didn't recognize it.
That's also why I didn't sing it.
Okay.
We'll wait for the 7th inning to do the karaoke
singing
again.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to sing before then, but we'll sing like a full song then.
Ooh, that one's going to be really inside.
I mean, and honestly, I'm going to tell you,
that's going to be another one. That's 2 balls and 1 strike now to Ben Flores.
That strike was way inside as well, but he was trying to bunt it, so he bunted it foul. DeCaito's having a hard time.
Yeah, he's really
throwing him over the plate.
He's lost a little bit of his mojo here in the bottom of the second. It's still kind of early. Oh, there's a swing and a miss. But again, that was really
also
close.
inside.
That was really close to Ben Flores. I mean,
if
he would not have swung at that would have been a ball.
I think if he hadn't swung at all 4 of those pitches, he'd be on base right now. I think the base would be loaded. So if I'm the CK Bears coach, I'm taking note of that. I'm
telling some people to hold off on their swings.
Telling my hitters to chillax, rest that bat.
And there's a little chopper foul. That one probably would have been a strike, I think, if he wouldn't have swung at it.
That one would have hit the outside corner there, I think. So he's getting it back. Maybe Kaipo's hearing us, taking a coaching point there.
All right, well, that's going to bring up
some even counts here.
2-2 to Ben Flores, who has Flores on the back of his jersey, I noticed. All right, here's the pitch. Oh, there's another little chopper foul.
Yep.
But again, all these little choppers have been really inside, really close to the batters.
Yep. I mean, so he's kind of getting jammed, I think, a couple of those. So if you're pitching that near that inside corner and you're kind of close to the plate, sometimes you're scared to take that strike. So you just kind of want to try and give yourself a better pitch to hit next time, right? So I think that is what he might be doing there. But yeah, if he had laid off a few of those early ones, though, he'd be on base already.
Yeah, well, Kaipo DeQuito struggling a little bit here in the bottom of the second. Oh, there's a little one that's going to go up into the shortstop's just going to field that himself and get that fly out.
Little CNI fly ball there.
A little pop-up out. Maybe a little fly-out 6 or a pop-up 6 if you're scoring at home. And that's going to bring up June Kaipat up to bat.
He's the DH, designated hitter. So his only job is to hit that ball.
He's designated for it.
Yeah, they assigned him that job.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get assigned the right job, and we're going to see if he got assigned the right job tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That first pitch is, woo!
He's almost not going to get a chance. That touched the inside of his shirt seam there, I think. Maybe it didn't hit him.
I'm really surprised that didn't hit him. That was some good awareness by June Kaipat to get out of the way and not get hit by that pitch. Although, I mean, getting hit by the pitch would have loaded the bases with only 1 out. Ooh, another one really inside, but he swings at that one for a strike.
I'm thinking that Kaipo has a strategy that he does not think the Bears have good inside plate discipline, because
All of these have been inside. I mean, the last about 12 pitches have been inside.
Of the last 20 pitches, maybe 3 were over the plate or outside. Every other one was either on the inside corner or inside the batter's box.
Yeah, you got to wonder. Maybe Kaipo was watching some playback of the tapes, getting ready for this game, because it's a big game. It's win or go home.
Yep. And, you know, when pitchers are throwing all over the place, you think maybe they're having a
Runner
bad night.
at second, trying to play some games like he's going to try to steal.
I think Kaipo has a strategy here, and he's being consistent with what he's doing. I think he's sticking to his strategy.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly makes it look more like a strategy rather than he was just lost control of his pitches all of a sudden.
Yep. And, you know, we didn't notice that right away, but now we've picked up on what he's throwing down, and let's see if it works out for him.
There's another one. Oh, that one's low.
Must have been
a
low
little
there.
more over the plate.
Yep.
So that's going to bring it up to 3-1 now. Yeah, runners on first and second, 1 out. Kimo really liking to play some games. He keeps acting like he's going to run, but then not run, and that's going to make it into a full count, that swing and a miss by Kaipat.
I think Kimo's thinking about going to GIG after this. He's out there dancing near second base.
He's ready for it.
Practicing his moves, did a couple spinnies, some other good stuff out there.
He's got the twinkle toes going tonight. Not quite as good as the sparkle finger sometimes. Oh, and that's going to be a ball way outside, and that's going to advance all the runners. So that is 3 walks now.
Oh, no.
For Kaipo to Quito. And the first baseman coming over again, having a little discussion. That's going to bring up Jacoby Rangamar next to bat for the CK Bears. Now, I don't know if this counts as a timeout and if the other one counted as a timeout, but my understanding is if you had 2 timeouts in the same inning, that you got to pull the pitcher.
I don't know the rules of Saipan Baseball League in that technical aspect. We could, I think the first one, did the manager come out?
No, the manager. So maybe it's the manager has to come out. Maybe that's what it is. But I know we had a game where a pitcher had to get off the mound because there were 2 mound visits by the manager in the same inning, and so. On your second one, you got to come off.
So I know in MLB now they have a limited number of even catcher mound visits, but
Kimo acting like he's going to try to steal home. Oh,
and that's a pass ball.
It's going to be a pass ball, and that's going to bring Kimo in. That's a little bit sad though, because I was a little enjoying. That's the word I was looking for. Enjoying watching him dance. Oh, he's dancing over into the dugout with what appears to be the Phoebe run from Friends.
That was definitely the Phoebe run.
If you're familiar with that.
Yeah, look it up if you're not. They have it on YouTube, guaranteed. So right now, we got runners on second and third, some more guys in scoring position. We only got 1 out in this inning, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Jacoby Rangamar up to batters, the pitch. Oh, and that one's going to hit him. And that's going to put another person on base.
Load those bases. So as the Brew Crew, I want to know when you're going to take this pitcher out.
The first baseman coming over again to talk to him and tell him, hey, you gotta calm down here. Byron Kaipat's just like, hey, Kaipo, we gotta settle it.
Yep, and Byron's one of the veterans on this team, but I think it's tough because he hasn't lost his stuff yet, but he's just having a bad outing so far.
Yeah, here it is. Oh, that one's over the plate with a swing and a miss, though.
Yep, I mean,
strike to Dennis Cabrera.
You look at that pitch, and that pitch had some mustard on it, and it was right in there. But for whatever reason, he's not been able to get outs.
Here's the next pitch. That one's a little low, but it was at least over the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And getting those outs is the name of the game, because if you're not getting the outs, you're going to lose.
At least Verlaine was able to keep that one in front of him. It kind of hit the dirt. So count now, is it 2-2? 1-2? 1-1.
Even.
I was getting there. If I just kept going down, I was eventually going to get there. Here comes the pitch. That's a swing and a miss.
Foul ball.
Oh, foul? Nope. He's calling it a foul. Yeah, so that's going to be a foul ball.
Yep. Go back.
Hine is telling him to go back to third.
Yep.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's Angel Palacios trying to sneak his way into home on that foul ball.
Just sneak
and
on
Hines
in there.
wasn't having it. He said, "Get back."
I mean, for Angel,
Get back.
that's a solid move there.
Get
Try and
back.
just steal that run if you can.
Get back to where you once belonged. There was the singing.
Yeah, that was good. That was better than your Dr. Dre impersonation.
Bow, bow, bow. Here's the pitch. Oh, swing. That's going to be a little chopper over to third.
Oh, no!
Oh, he's hesitating, and oh, he throws it. That's going to be an error there. That's going to bring in another run, so 2 runs.
2 runs.
The third run's rounding over. The throw to home, and he gets it.
What an exciting play.
That was
home.
an exciting play. That's good for the second out, but that brought in 2 more runs, and that's going to tie the game.
Wow. So that was
Good play by the first baseman, Byron Kaipat, even though that first throw to him was not super great and it kind of got over him.
Well,
But he at least made up for it to save at least one of the runs.
Yep, we had that chopper to third, and then he had to. I think we should have just gone home there, but saved that run early. But he went to first. Bad throw or bad catch, I couldn't see, but they were able to score a bunch of runs, tie it up, and then Byron threw it home and got that great out by Charbonneau with a diving tag to beat the runner to home plate.
Yeah, if you're scoring that at home, that was a single, and then it advanced to second on an error. And that brought in 2 runs, making it 3-3 now here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. Oh, that one's going to be popped up high and back over us.
Ball, 1 strike.
So we got Henry Jr. Lazama up to bat now. He's got 1 strike, no balls. Kaipo Taquito kind of struggling here in the bottom of the second. Oh, there's a reach. Oh, just over Kaipo's glove. Gets to the second baseman who makes the throw to first in time for the third out. And that's going to get him out of the inning, but man, that allowed the CK Bears a little bit of life getting back in this and making it 3-3 now.
Sure enough, it's going to be a close game now. Both teams came out to play. The CK Bears didn't give up. They've been trying hard, making sure they're getting those runs in.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I don't really know what to say about the bottom of that second because it really looked like a lot of that was Kaipo really struggling. I mean, he started out with 2 walks.
Mm-hmm.
They got an out, and it was like, okay, maybe they were going to get a little bit of life, but then he walked June, and then he hit Jacoby, and it was just like from there, his bases loaded, and, you know, the single by Dennis that turned into an error allowed a couple more runs in, and all of a sudden now we got a tie game.
Yep, really
heading into the top of the third.
Taking advantage of some miscues there and some inconsistencies. But I think, you know, the Bears are gonna keep pressing the Brew Crew here, but, you know, the Brew Crew are going to try and get back up ahead here. They got some good guys coming up to bat here, and I think they're you know, they're not going to get down. They're not going to give up. They know that they can come back and take the lead here.
Yeah, I mean, so far we've seen a lot of really good action. That throw to home by Byron Kaipat, I still look at it was a great effort. And I got to give a lot of credit, too, to Verlaine Shermadal on that catch and that dive to get over the plate.
That dive was really what got it.
To get him.
The throw was in time, but he didn't have time. The throw was on the first base side of the plate, right? So he didn't have time to really set his feet and get in there. He just grabbed the throw and then dove at the home plate to really get that out there.
Yeah, a lot of really good effort there by Officer Shermadal. And we're going to see Franco Nakamura, Byron Kaipat, and Jerome De Los Santos up to bat here at the top of the third. And if you're just joining us, it's 3-3, the Brew Crew versus the CK Bears here for Friday night Saipan Baseball League playoffs. And here's the first pitch. That one's going to be high for a ball to Franco Nakamura. And Zet Lazama on the mound for the CK Bears, a lefty. Here comes the second pitch. Gonna be a little chopper to third. And wow, Franco just kind of gave up.
Yep.
He saw the chopper to third, and instead of running hard, he just got about a fourth of the way there and then just walked off into the dugout.
Yeah, you gotta follow that through. You gotta jog all the way down.
Yeah, I mean,
because
we've already seen at least one pitch to first that went over the first baseman's head and
Yep.
you know, led for what ended up being a double. but you can't just give up. You got to keep going.
Don't stop, won't stop.
So that's going to be a 5-3 for people scoring at home. Oh, that one's really close to the batter. And that's going to be a ball to Byron Kaipat.
Byron's got his CNMI national team helmet on there, I think. It's got CNMI on the front.
Party in the front, party in the back. Oh, and that one's going to be low. That's going to be 2 balls and no strikes to Byron Kaipat. Going to see if we can. The Brew Crew trying to see if they can rally again. They scored 3 runs in the first, no runs in the second. We're at the top of the third, and that's going to be the 3rd ball to Byron Kaipat.
Lozama's trying to take after Quito here.
Yeah, but all his have just been high. Kaipo's were really kind of close to the batters a lot. Oh, that one, speaking of being close to the batter, is going to be right there for the 4th ball. And Byron Kaipat's going to get on with a walk.
Kaipat's walk to first was faster than
Nakamura's
run, yep.
So that's going to bring up Jerome De Los Santos. Number 99.
They wouldn't let him put 100 on there. Didn't fit.
I mean, 99's a pretty good number, I got to say.
Pretty big. I mean,
it's the highest you can get without hitting 3 digits.
Yeah.
He's also got some fun stickers on his helmet. Might play the sticker game again tonight.
I can't tell what
Here's the throw and a little chopper that's going to go foul.
Yeah, he's got multiple of the same sticker. It looks like one on the side, one on the back, one on the other side.
No, it's even. One in the back and one on each side.
Yeah, he's got a triangle of stickers, you might say.
So we got a runner on first, and that's Byron Kaipat on first. Getting a nice, good lead off. Zet Lazama on the mound, ready for his pitch. Oh, that was going to be really high for a ball. That's going to be 1-1 now on the count.
Looked like that ball came out of his hand just a little bit early.
They got to learn to hold the ball until the right time.
Yeah, don't want to let it go early.
Yeah, or too late.
Yeah.
Either one.
It's all about timing.
Here's the pitch. Oh, that one's going to be
popped
up, foul, but the first baseman's going to catch it. That's going to be a second out.
Coming up the bat, the third baseman, Tim Cruz.
And now Tim Cruz up to bat with a runner on first and 2 outs.
Tim Cruz was the one that got that big double in the other inning.
He did his first at bat. You know, we've seen the Brew Crew and the CK Bears, both of them in the first inning, started a little bit of rallies after their first 2 outs. So we might see that again here.
Could be time to break out the rally hat.
And a shout out to all the fans out here watching. We got more people than I think I have ever seen lined up against the fence out in outfield.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they're enjoying their beverages and taking in the game.
Out there.
Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be in the dirt for a ball.
Oh no, Boa.
Tim Cruz sizing it up, knowing he's got to get at least a triple this time if he wants to bring in a run. Oh, there's a little chopper foul down the third base line.
It was hit pretty hard, made it all the way to the outfield, but it was foul. So Tim's only got 1 person on base this time, so he can't get 3 RBIs here. He could get 2 if he hit it out of the park, but I mean, I think if he got 5 RBIs, he might be leading the game in RBIs.
He'll certainly be leading the game in RBIs, but he might be leading the. If he's able to do that, he'd be leading for player of the game, maybe.
Yeah, he'd be
a
heavy favorite.
Putting a mark on it. So he's got 2 balls and 1 strike now to Tim Cruz here in the top of the third. Zet Lazama at the mound pitching. He's winding up, letting it go. Oh, big swing and chopped foul.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hanksy. Tim Cruz really kind of working out his back a little bit. Like maybe he's a little uncomfortable, especially after that last swing was so hard. Really putting his back into it.
Put your back into it.
Yeah, so folks, if you're just joining us, we got a really exciting game. It is 3-3 in the top of the third. The CK Bears taking on the Brew Crew. The Brew Crew up to bat. Oh, that's a big swing and a miss for the strikeout to retire the inning.
Oh, and Timmy's not so happy about it. He thinks he got a piece of that one there.
Yeah, he's discussing that with His Highness, but His Highness made the decision that he didn't get a piece, and that was going to be a strikeout.
All right.
That's going to be no runs again for the Brew Crew here at the top of the third.
Yep. Coming up into the bottom of the third here, Bears are going to come out here and see what they can do with their bats. But, right now it's tied up. It's a pretty exciting game.
I'm just seeing a lot of really good play, right?
Yep.
Like we've seen a few errors, but really the play for the most part has been really good. Everybody's keeping the ball in front of them. Everybody's making the right decisions. Not nearly as much hesitation as you sometimes see. So,
and that's something I think that comes with the playoffs, right? Is that we talked about this last night a little bit, but folks are really focused in. And a lot of those defensive errors are just mental things where maybe you weren't really paying attention, you weren't focused in on the game, but everybody's kind of dialed in now, got that playoff mindset going.
Yeah, playoffs. We are talking playoffs because it's win or go home.
Yep.
So Kaipo Taquito getting back up on the mound. He really struggled there in the bottom of the second. Maybe he shook off that inning and is ready here for the bottom of the third. And he's going to be facing Virgil Shermadal, Ton Leon Guerrero, and Kimo Anglin.
Anglin, yeah. Sounds good.
I'm probably going to end up pronouncing it different each time. And, at some point, I'm going to ask somebody and they're going to tell me the correct pronunciation. I'll get it down.
Again. But, I think the nice thing here is that you got to get Kaipo still in there, right? So it's a long game. We got those 9 innings now in playoff baseball. So it would have been probably rough on their bullpen to go ahead and pull him last inning, even though it was a rough inning. He got through it. They, they didn't get behind. So now it's time to see if Kaipo can pull it together and kind of push moving forward. Last night we saw one of the strategies of one of the teams just kind of split the game into 2 games, have 2 starting pitchers go. So they might have a similar idea here. Not sure what their plans are, but maybe if he could get into the 4th inning, they'd be happy with what he's done. So they're going to see him out there again in the 3rd.
Yeah, so Virgil Shermadal up to bat. Here's the first pitch from Kaipo. That one's going to be fouled back over us.
I don't know if that made it over the net. I guess it did. I didn't see it pop down. Might be in the parking lot there.
But I'm not sure if it went all the way to the parking lot, but we can always shout out Romy as our Auto Glass homie. You can call Saipan Auto Glass Pro, the Pro at 235-9037 and get fixed up if you got any kind of cracks or dents. Not dents. You don't have dent in your auto glass. No, maybe so. You might have a little divot.
If you have a divot, he'll patch your divot for you.
Yeah, he's a pro. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I don't know how you do that, but he knows the answer. So if you don't like what's going on with your glass, you talk to Romy.
All right, here's the pitch to Virgil Shermadal. That one's going to hit the dirt for a ball, so that's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's a couple of bounced up there balls in a row. Pretty low, getting in the dirt early.
Yeah, he was. Kaipo was throwing them really close to the batters in the last inning. Now he's throwing a couple of them really low here.
Yep. He doesn't like those right-handed batters up on his plate.
Here's the pitch. Oh, and that one's a pop up. Really high. The shortstop's going back. He's going to field out, and he drops it. He had it in the glove and then dropped it.
Wow. That's
definitely going to be an E6 for you scoring at home.
Go on E6.
So Virgil Shermadal going to get on base with the E6.
Flying high like an E6.
That's going to bring up Ton Leon Guerrero now up to bat with now a runner on first and no outs.
Shermadal's going. Shermadal's throwing.
Oh, and
It's off base.
Shermadal, I think he knows he didn't like that throw. It barely made it to the pitcher's mound before it hit the ground and was way outside from the second base. So Virgil Shermadal going to have stolen second now. And here's the pitch from Kaipo. Little line drive over to the second baseman. He's going to field it over to first. The throw from first to third is going to be a little bit late.
Virgil got a nice slide in there. He loves that slide. He made a huge dust cloud going across the infield right now. But, that slide helped him get from second to third, helped him get in there. That's what baseball's all about. Small ball,
Yeah.
Get the ball into play, advance the runner.
That's exactly what Ton Leon Guerrero did there. He was able to allow Virgil Shermadal to get to third now. And that's going to bring up Kimo Engelin with a runner on third and only one out. So Kimo with a chance to put the CK Bears up ahead. He's going to show bunt, and he's going to bunt it down the first day line. He's going to score a run and get out. But that is going to allow the CK Bears to take the lead now.
That's that small ball. Kimo's all about that small ball. We didn't get to see him dancing because he's a non-selfish player out there doing what his team needs to get ahead.
All right, we saw what I'd call a fairly successful bunt there finally.
That was a nice looking bunt.
I mean,
it was perfect. Right
down the line.
Forced the pitcher to come and field it, so he had to take him and he couldn't throw it home. That's great.
That pitch is going to be wide and outside. And that's Angel Palacios up to bat now. That's going to be ball one to Angel. So 1-0 on the count. Angel was walked his last time up.
Right.
Kaipo going to throw a strike right down the middle and make it 1-1. Comes the pitch. Oh, that one's really high. But Verlande's able to snag that one before it's passed through, which I guess the pass through doesn't matter now because there's nobody on base anymore.
Yep. If you don't have anybody on base, you have a little leeway to let the ball skirt past you there. But
probably wanted to catch that one so it didn't hit His Highness right in the face.
Yeah.
There's the pitch.
Woo!
Oh,
they're gonna say that one.
And Angel just barely gets out of the way of that pitch.
Twinkle toes away from that one. He's got a future career as a tap dancer there because he had some fast feet.
Yeah, he might need to start signing up for the Saipan Dodgeball League.
Mm-hmm. Man,
but I don't know if it really exists.
Back
But if
in
it
the
does,
day,
please
there
let
used
me
to
know
be-
if there is a Dodgeball
At
League because
PIC,
that'd be fun.
There was a dodgeball tournament back in the day. Glenn Polycare, if you're watching, that's one of his babies down there. Big dodgeball tournament. Had a lot of fun. Great times. We haven't done that in many a year.
All right, well, Angel Palacios up to bat. Kaipo with the pitch. Ooh, and that one's going to be a ball, and that's going to be a walk.
Balls in there.
Walk to Angel. Angel has walked twice now this game.
He's he's trying to get fit NMI, just walking it out,
So walk it out.
I walk it out the bank with a lot of zeros. That's what my teachers call me.
That's going to bring up Ben Flores. Ben Flores up now with 2 outs. Runner on first. And the CK Bears now leading 4-3.
4-3.
Kaipo, that one's going to be a little foul.
All right, Ben Flores got one strike there.
Yeah, Flores hitting that first one foul. Looked like it was almost off his toe. So 1 strike to Ben Flores, no balls. Kaipo to Quito with the pitch. Big swing and a miss by Flores. So that's going to make it 2 strikes now to Flores. Yeah, Kaipo could really use the strikeout here, get him out of the inning. Keep the game really close for him. See if they can do something maybe in the top of the 4th.
asking for a check swing
Oh,
here?
they're asking. They're looking. Nope.
I'm
Luis
not,
Mesa says no. No, that
I'm
wasn't
not
a.
positive Luis was paying attention.
Luis Mesa says no, that's not a. That wasn't a check swing.
He looked a bit confused when they pointed at him.
That's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Ben Flores. Here's the pitch. Oh, that one just catches the outside for the strike.
Ben is not happy about that one. And I see why. It was near that corner, but maybe not over it.
3 complete. Score now 43, CK Bears.
Yeah, I mean, those are the hard ones to tell sometimes, I think, from here, from where we are. But,
Yep.
you know, Highness said, nope, that is definitely over the plate,
Yep.
and that's a strike, and he gave us the little shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy to get us out. So, the
make
CK
laser
Bears
sounds.
taking the lead there in the bottom of the third.
Yeah.
4-3 now.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
that's not how I would have thought that we would be right now after that first inning. You know, I didn't think that the CK Bears were out of it, but I kind of thought they'd be coming from behind for the first half of the game. But they're in the lead now after 3. You know, that's a big positive for them.
Yeah, so JJ Zetlazama, he's going to get on the mound. He's getting warmed up. He's getting ready to go. And he's going to try to keep the Bears in the lead here. You know, he did a pretty good job of it the last 2 innings, really. They haven't allowed the Brew Crew to score.
Yeah, no, that's some great pitching and defensive work out there.
Excuse me.
Don't die on us. I can't do it by myself.
Getting a little coughing up in here.
A little coughing. Whew. So I think you know, we're a third of the way through this game, and it's still, you know, it's pretty tight. Both teams have had some good innings. Both teams have had some less than stellar parts, but you know, overall, I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to go down to 9 innings. You know, last night we got to go home a little early. I do not think that will be occurring tonight. I think we're in it for the long run.
I think so too. I think we're going to get all 9. You know, we'll see too, because I always wonder how it's going to go past that, you know, 7th inning, because we start to see some of the tiredness set in at 6, and we're gonna get there. Here's the first pitch. Oh, that was going to be a chopper foul.
Chopper foul for the batter.
And this is Reed Terragezu up to bat, and he's going to be followed by Ben Maratita and Kiana Aldon.
Ben Maratita.
And then we're going to get back to the top of the order for the Brew Crew after that.
Brew Crew.
So 0-1 to Reed Terragezu. Oh, that second pitch is going to be called a ball, so it's going to be 1-1 now. Lots of folks still out there. We're seeing some more cars coming up. Ooh, that one's over his head. He's going to duck for that one.
I think his first at bat, he had one thrown over his head, if I recall correctly. Outfield has a bit of a shift on. There's a pretty sizable gap there in left center field.
Getting a little shifty. Getting shifty with it.
But he is a left-handed batter, so that might
2-1 now to Reed Terragezu.
might make some sense. They also have the infield shift on, if you notice. They got second baseman almost all the way over to first.
Well, that was going to be way out for the third ball. Now it's 3-1's the count to Reed Terragezu. He's showing bunt right now. Now he's pulling it back. Oh, that one's going to be way outside for a walk.
That shift did not help getting the walk out there.
Well, getting that leadoff walk, we've seen that a couple of times now tonight. So that's going to bring up Ben Maratita. And he's got the tying run now on base. JJ Lazama sizing him up. Making sure he's got the right call from his catcher. Here comes the pitch. Well, that one's going to be low and outside for a ball.
Reach low and inside.
Or inside, rather. Yeah, it's close to him, so it'll be the inside.
Yeah. I mean,
Inside, outside,
It's
you know.
outside the strike zone, but it's inside.
But it's
'cause
inside the pitcher.
Yeah, it's inside.
I mean, the hitter.
Towards the batter.
Well, you can tell it's a Friday night, and I've been at work all week. Oh, big swing and a miss there.
Here's the ball, 1 ball,
But
1
That's going to be
strike.
1-1 now.
But did you have to work at work?
Yeah, I work all the time when I'm at work.
No.
I also work all the time when I'm not at work.
That's not what you're supposed to do, Robbie.
It's just part of the job.
Work at work.
Work,
Work at home?
work.
You don't have to work from home.
I don't work from home. I work at home.
I work out.
I work out. There's going to be another strike, so that's going to bring the count to 2-2. Oh, 1 ball and 2 strikes. My apologies.
2 strikes. Let's see what Lozama has here for him with his favorable count for the pitcher.
Oh, and he's going to start running to second. Here comes the throw. It's going to be outside.
Stolen base.
So that's going to be a strikeout for Ben Maritita, but it is going to advance
Stolen
Reed
base.
Terragezu. Allow him to steal second. And that's going to bring up Kiana Aldon.
See what she can get going on here. She's got a runner in scoring position now,
we got
so a
the
solid hit
yeah,
could
Aldon.
tie this game up.
Tying run at second. 1
Yeah,
down.
she had a big fly out her last at bat.
Yeah, great defensive play by a right fielder out there.
Oh, now is that
Huh.
stepping off the mound?
Lozama didn't like the lead that was taken out there at second base. He had to go walk over there and check on it.
Now the second baseman. Now they're playing a little game. Second baseman kind of coming in closer to the base. Here's the pitch to Kiana. She's going to foul that back.
Right up here to us.
It's going to be 1 strike to Kiana. No balls.
Well, this is a exciting game here. We're only down
You
1.
know that in your voice. It's an exciting game. This is a really exciting
No,
game.
it
It's
is.
a 4-3 right now. The CK Bears leading the Brew Crew. Got a runner on second, just 1 out. Kiana Aldon up to bat. She's got 1 strike. Here comes the next one. She's going to bunt it, but that's going to go foul.
Foul. 2 strikes.
Not so sure that she wants to bunt that down the third baseline, though.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like they were trying to have the bunt and run there, but I would think you would want to bunt it towards first, but that's me. Unless, of course, they don't have a good cover strategy over there at third, but it looked like they had rotated around pretty nicely there.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 strikes now to Kiana Aldon. Here comes the pitch. Oh, he's going to run for third. And that pitch is going to make it there, and he's going to be out.
Ooh, a little taunting from Tone there.
That's going to be the double play out, too, as that was the 3rd strike to Kiana. So, really 3 up and 3 down, even with a walk.
Oh, yeah.
After 3.5, the scoring base.
So that's going to be no more runs again for the Brew
Strike
Crew.
them out,
They've
throw
gone.
them out. That's how it went down there.
Yeah, so the Brew Crew, after getting out to a big lead, going up 3-0, has failed to put a run on the board for the last 3 innings now.
Lozama has really been pitching well, getting the hitters to hit into plays that are favorable for his team, right? So that one, he got a couple strikeouts, but he also, let his catcher make that throw,
Yeah, and it was a good throw, right in time, right in the right place, and that was basically, I don't know if that's really defined as a double play, but
it's a double play.
It certainly should be, because it was a
Strike 'em out,
strikeout
throw
with
'em
the
out.
throw him out. The old strike a throw out.
So yeah, we're still going. The CK Bears are coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. It's they're trying to add here. They're trying to add to their lead. They want to make this game get out of reach. They want to kind of make it a little more comfortable for themselves down the stretch here. So they're going to be coming out aggressive, I think. They're not going to sit back on this 1-run lead.
Yeah, they definitely want to add to their lead here. They've been able to put up at least one run the last 2 innings. They had 3 in the second and one last inning. And they're going to lead off here with June Kaipat, who's going to be followed by Jacoby Rangamar and Dennis Cabrera. And so they might be able to do some damage. And I really think right now the story is going to be a lot about Kaipo Taquito.
Yeah.
Is he gonna get through this whole inning, or is he gonna get pulled this inning? He seemed to be struggling these last 2 innings. So.
Yep. I do think last inning he kind of pulled it back in. Second inning was pretty rough for him. He was off the plate a lot. He did seem to have a strategy. He was consistent in his off the plateness, but he was not really using that strategy to his advantage. It was hurting him. So third inning he kind of pulled it together, got some outs. Still gave up 1 run, but if he's still giving up runs here, I look for them to pull him out. I think whatever plan they had might be out the window. But we'll see how he's pitching this inning.
Now, here we go. We've got June Kaipat up to bat facing Kaipo Taquito, the first pitch. And that's going to be a shot right over to left field for a single.
Yeah, that pitch looked good, but it looked good to June, too. He just threw it down to the left fielder there.
So June Kaipat now, he's walked his first at-bat and then got a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 4th, so that's going to bring up Jacoby Rangamar.
Jacoby was hit last time he was at bat.
Ooh, there's a big pop-up. That one's going to be a foul pop, and the first baseman just not going to get there.
Couldn't get there.
Just barely not able to get there.
But CK Bears are really jumping on Kaipo's first pitches here. That was 2 pitches and 2 solid contacts.
Yeah, you got to see. This is really. I think this is the pivotal part of the game. I think this is really the part where the Brew Crew's really got to bring it in, not let the lead get away from them, and really get through this inning. Hopefully, with Kaipo still pitching. There's a strike from him.
Get it in there.
So that's going to be 2 strikes now to Jacoby Rangamar. So that pitch looks pretty good. Coming from Kaipo, that's what we want to see. If you're a fan of the Brew Crew, you definitely want to see more of that. There's a big swing and a miss for the strikeout.
Nice curveball there. Came in right at him, thought he was going to get hit maybe, and then went right over there over the plate, so he had to swing.
Yeah, you can really see the curve on that one, too. Those are always nice when you can really see them, even from way up here. And that's going to bring up Dennis Cabrera next. So now 1 out. The runner at first, June Kaipat. Dennis Cabrera up to bat. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a pass ball, and that's going to allow June Kaipat to get to second.
Easy trot down there. Didn't even have a play from Charmadel.
Yeah, he wasn't too hot to trot.
He was the right temperature.
All right, here's the pitch. Oh, a little chopper to second. He's bobbling it, and he's turning around, and now he throws it past third. That was such a poor decision. Poor decision and poor execution, and that's going to let another run in for the CK Bears.
All right.
So Dennis Cabrera getting on base with a double error.
The double error. So Franco decided to throw to third there. Ill-advised throw. The runner was just a few feet off the bag.
First he bobbled, which should have been a pretty clean pickup. And then he couldn't decide if he was going to throw it to first or third or first. He turned to first to throw and then decided to throw to third, and it was way off. Yep. And that allowed a runner to score in. That one's a high pop to center field. Kiana's right under it, and she's got it. She's going to hit the relay person, but that's still going to allow the runner to get to third on the sacrifice fly. So that's going to be a fly out 8 if you're scoring it at home, and that's going to allow
by the shortstopper, Virgil Shardo. 2 out.
And that's going to allow Dennis Cabrera to get to second. And Virgil Shermadal now up to bat. Oh, and there's another pass through. And that is not going to be in time.
No.
So another run scores, and now the CK Bears with 2 runs this inning. And they're going to be up 6-3 now. You got to think at this point the Brew Crew's got to do something.
Yep, it's here comes Darren out to talk to Kaito. I think he's going to pull him. He's seen enough. His control has not been there. He's getting hit in this inning now. We'll see, but yeah, I think they got the next guy warming up over there, it looks like.
Yep, everybody's all gathered around. We got somebody in the bullpen. But much like how we don't have cow pens here, we don't have bullpen out here either.
Yeah, we just got a rope.
Yeah, just a rope on the side of the road.
Rope and tree.
Works.
The rope, the bull rope and tree.
It works really well, too, when you don't want to have to bush cut an area. You just put the cow out there and just let them eat it.
I mean, it works better than the goats, because the goats sometimes they just decide where they want to clean your yard.
And they're harder to tie up, you know, even if you get a gaggle of them together.
They're feisty. They'll eat your rope and leave.
All right, Virgil Shermadal now up to bat. No runners on, 2 outs.
Virgil's got that solid baseball look where his uniform is super dirty. He's showing everybody by his uniform.
He's been sliding around everywhere. He really he wanted to make some extra work for somebody doing the laundry, maybe even him.
But
that one's low and in the dirt, and Verlance is able to keep it in front of him.
Yep, but that's what you like to see in a baseball player, right? Guy who likes to work hard and get dirty, make that extra effort, get down with the slides.
Yeah, he's down with the slides.
Yeah, I hope
up, get down with the slides.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't get down with the sickness.
That
was a foul ball there, so another strike.
All right, well, Kaipo still on the mound. So he must have convinced the manager that he's still the man.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was get this guy out, because you're coming out after this.
Oh, and there's a little foul hit.
Shermadal had dove for that. But did it bounce, or was it off his... I don't know.
I wasn't sure if it kind of went off his foot or if it bounced off the plate. But full count now to Virgil Shermadal. 2 outs, no runners on. The CK Bears now leading 6-3 over the Brew Crew. And that one's going to be a walk.
A little bit low there in the dirt. Caused the walk.
And Ton Leon Guerrero is going to be up to bat next for the Brew Crew.
I was wrong
in my assessment. Let's see if this is going to be the last person for Kaipo or not.
Kaipo is still out there. They got some guys warming up on the sideline there in the rope tree, the bull rope tree.
All right, Ton Leon Guerrero up to bat now, facing Kaipo Taquito. He's got a runner on first, 2 outs. The runner's going. He's trying to get to second. Oh, and another really poor throw by Verlance.
It's just not enough in the air.
Is he mad at Kaipo Taquito? Like he's trying to just throw it right at him?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he is a shorter guy sometimes. You don't want to get too high of an arc on that ball, so you're just trying to get it there right away.
He had a really good pickoff in the first inning, I remember. But
yeah, that's true.
It's those last two are not as good. And there's a line drive to third. And the throw to first is not going to be there, and it's going to get past the first baseman, and that's going to allow another run to score. That's going to be another 3-run inning for the CK Bears and put them up 7-3.
And man, I'm thinking that they're still leaving Kaipo in here. I wonder.
You gotta think that's an E5 there. And
Yeah,
Chemo
that was-
back up to bat again. He's had a walk, and then he had a nice little sacrifice bunt his last time up. But it's now 7-3 CK Bears over the Brew Crew. We might have spoke too soon. At this rate, we might not make it to 9 innings.
Man, it's oh, here we go. Fouled that one off.
Fouled.
But yeah, it's tough to play these longer games, but it seems like around 3 or 4 innings is where folks' focus starts to wane, or they get a little tired. Something happens around there.
Yeah, so Kaipo, they came and talked to him on the mound. They've left him in here. Here's the pitch. Oh, there's going to be a line drive over to the short. He's going to make the throw to first, and that's going to get it to retire the inning.
All right, they're happy to get out of
There
that.
it is. They're finally out with that 6-3. But man, the CK Bears really already did a lot of damage right there. And I'm not even sure what to say. That was if you're the Brew Crew, that was a tough inning for you.
That was a rough inning, and I'm not sure that I would have left Kaipo out there. We had that talk. You got your pitcher up and running on the sideline there. I thought for sure they were giving him one more batter. Just, hey, we're warming this guy up. Try not to mess around with this guy. If you have to walk him, because we're bringing in a new guy. Don't give up any hits. And then he faced about 3 or 4 more batters, and it did not go well.
It did not. It allowed another couple of runs to score after that walk up to the mound by the manager, and it's just that's tough. That's a tough inning. Kaipo really struggling. He was so strong early.
Yep.
He was really strong in the first 2. Well, really the first inning for sure. He's really strong. Got a little unsettled in the second, but the third and the fourth, he's just really kind of come undone.
Yep.
You got to think we're going to see a pitching change when we start the 5th.
Manager Flores looked like he was walking over here to make that change ahead of time, but maybe not
That's
quite
not
yet.
it. Well, but the Brew Crew is going to be up to bat. They're going to hope to get some of these runs back. They're down 7-3, and we're going to see Verlander Shermadal, Kyle Hokog, and Franco Nakamura up to bat.
Yeah, well.
Ready getting in their positions.
Yep. Yeah. All right, so our statistician just let us know that, we have 2 sets of brothers on opposite teams here. Virgil and Verlance, and June and Byron. So that's pretty exciting. It's
House divided.
Yeah, it's going to be a big talk about who wins this game at the next family function this weekend. I think. A little trash talking here or there.
Somebody's going to have some bragging rights at the barbecue.
So Verlander leading off top half of the 5th inning.
So Verlander Shermadal up to bat. Here we're at the top of the 5th. The Brew Crew down 3-7. Oh, he's going to foul that one out into the parking lot. Ooh, and it almost hit a car. But you know what? If it had hit a car, don't fret. Don't fear. Because Romy, the Autoglass homie, is here.
Is he here? He's here now?
He's here in Saipan. Because he's the Saipan Autoglass man.
It's the pro. Here comes Zama with this pitch. Ooh, that one.
Big swing and a miss. So if you need to take care of any of your auto glass needs, go visit the Saipan Auto Glass Pro at 235-9037 and make Romy your auto glass homie.
Zama didn't like most of those pitch balls, but now he's ready.
Here's the pitch. Oh, that one's really high for a ball. So that's going to make the count 1-2 now to Verlander Shermadal.
1-2.
So here comes the next pitch. Oh, way out. Or way inside for another ball.
Shermadal almost looked like he was
Verlander's helping him
into
out.
that one.
Verlander's helping him out too, picking up that ball. It's just like the natural catcher instinct's just kicking in for him.
Yep.
All right. JJ's at Lazama. He's ready. He's got the pitch coming. Well, that's going to be a little chopper over to towards third. The shortstop gets it. Oh, and that is a way throw over the first.
Miscommunication there by the infielders.
Verland's hustling over to second now.
So that'll be an infield hit and a quick error.
So Verland's going to get to second on an error.
And we're calling that first one a hit. It was going to be a tight play there at first. You had Tone coming across. Should have called off the shortstop because he had, I think, the play there. But shortstop got in his way, and then the throw was high.
Yeah, so now Kyle Hokog going to come up, and Verland's getting that lead off. It's really a single, but it's a double because he got to second. But Kyle Hokog now up. He's got a runner in scoring position. Oh, he's going to take the bunt down to first. Oh, and he's going to slide into first and make it.
Yeah.
And so now they got runners on first and third.
JJ bobbled that ball when he went to pick it up, and he was not fast enough to turn around and get it down there to first. We had our third slide into first base tonight.
Yeah, you got to think that's almost a 1E right there. I mean, that was...
I would 1E that one if I were in charge.
And if only you were Charles, you would be in charge, and you could call that a 1E. That's going to bring up Franco Nakamura now.
Of our days and our
Friday nights. All right, Franco Nakamura up. There's runners on first and third. No outs. Oh, and that's going to be a pass ball.
Gonna have a runner score.
And Verlance is going to come in for the score, and that's going to also allow Kyle Hokog to get to second. And so now your score is going to be 4-7. Still no outs. One ball to Franco Nakamura. Dahl cheering on the Brew Crew, saying, "Rally, rally, Brew Crew." We're going to see. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that one's going to go foul. So that's going to make the count 1-1 to Franco Nakamura.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. The batter Franco Nakamura. On deck, the first baseman Byron Kaipat. 2 no outs, top of the 5th.
We had no outs. Here we are in the top of the 5th. The score 7-4. The CK Bears leading the Brew Crew. Got a runner on second, and Franco Nakamura up to bat. Oh, and he's going to get hit by that one.
Yeah.
And he's going to give him the base.
Did enough shimmy there.
He did enough shimmy. Kima was arguing that maybe he didn't do enough shimmy for it, but Highness says, no, that was enough shimmy. We're giving him that hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch of our days.
That's going to bring up Byron Kaipat now with runners on first and second. Brad Rizal letting us know that was a plunk.
Plunk. Bloop.
Just plunked him right on there. We got a little mound visit here from the manager of the CK Bears, trying to tell JJ Zetlazama, just, hey, it's okay.
Calm down.
Keep going. You can do it.
He's since the first inning, he hasn't really had any problems. This is kind of his first tight
first
spot.
little bobble. First little bobble of the game for him.
The first baseman Byron Kaipat.
So Byron Kaipat up to bat now. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be low and another pass ball. And that's going to allow the runners to advance to second and third.
Man, gotta get down, block that ball.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that.
Gotta get good. Boom, boom, boom.
And from a man who would know a lot about having plunk in the trunk, Brad Rizala,
Plunk in the
telling
trunk.
us plunk in the trunk.
Sure enough is.
Looks like a pitching change for the CK Bears.
And with the manager coming out for the second mound visit, that is going to mandate a pitching change. So we are going to see JJ Zetlazama come off the mound in favor of... Let's see here. Who's pitching? Jose Lazama Jr.
Different Lazama, same team.
So Jose Lazama Jr. now going to take the mound. He's going to warm up a little bit. Nice little sportsmanship over there from the Brew Crew, congratulating JJ Lozama as he's heading off. So we'll figure out from our statistician, but maybe Jose Lozama is related to JJ Lozama.
Are they related? Related? Yeah. Cousin.
Oh,
Okay.
cousins. So we were informed they're cousins.
We were searching for another brother.
Brad Rizala wants to know what inning it is. It is the top of the 5th, Brad. It is the top of the 5th. And you can tell that because we have a nice, super cool graphic
Yeah, we got the
on the
graphic up.
screen that
Brad
tells
probably
you.
doesn't have his glasses, though, because the inning is pretty small there at the top above where it says Brew Crew. But it does say it there. So that's an improvement. We added that from last night, so that's great. It helps us keep straight what we're doing here, which is awesome. Get some warm-up pitches in here from Lozama.
Yeah, so
He looked good out there in his warm-up pitches.
Yep, so Zay Lozama is coming in for JJ Zay Lozama. The cousins switching places. Brad says he's midway through the 3rd beer.
Ah!
Well, the Brew Crew is midway through their hits,
Game?
their batches. No, well, yeah, about the game because it's the top of the 5th.
Yeah, Brad, I'm going to ask you to drink a beer for every inning so you're behind. And then maybe you have to drink one for each of us. So then you're doubly
Also, if
behind.
you're in Japan, why are you drinking beer when you're not drinking some Chuhai?
I don't know. You can only drink so many Chuhais before you pass out on the floor. But, you know, I
That's
heard
after
that
you go to a couple of restaurants and
Yeah.
talk to a bunch of other people randomly.
I heard that you play better the next day.
Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be outside for a ball to Byron Kaipat.
Just missing outside, 2 balls.
But Kimo was trying to show that throw to 3rd, but he didn't actually throw it. He just threatened it.
Yep. All right. Lozama's coming
2
up to
balls
the
and I
mound.
think 1 strike to Byron Kaipat. Runners on 2nd and 3rd here for the Brew Crew. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and that's inside and almost plunked Kaipat there.
Right across his chest.
Brad says he's going to see us in a bit after he gets on his bullet train.
Yeah, he's going.
He's getting one all the way to
going-
Saipan apparently to come see us.
Hiroshima to Osaka in 45 minutes.
All right, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be right down the middle for a strike.
That must be the same distance from Cowtown to San Antonio. It's about how long it takes you to drive that distance. And it's probably the same.
I was going to say, you were going to say that's how long it takes you to drink 3 beers.
I hope it takes you less time to drink 3 beers.
Oh, and another one right down the middle for a strike. So that's going to make it a full count to Byron Kaipat.
If you're enjoying those beers, I guess it might take you
3
45.
beers in 45 minutes is pretty good. It's 15 minutes of beer.
Yeah, those are enjoyable beers, but you know, if you're just trying for speed,
If you're just part of the Brew Crew,
yeah, those guys can drink faster beers.
well, I don't know, do they drink it or they just brew it? I thought they just make it. They're the people that make the beer. That doesn't mean that they necessarily drink it.
I've hung out with them in the parking lot.
Oh,
a
and
couple
there's
times.
a swing, and it's going to be a strikeout, but he dropped it, so he was going to get to
Throw it down to
run.
first, but had to be careful of the base runners in 2nd and 3rd there. If he
Yeah,
had
you got to
been,
think.
if he had been negligent, they could have trotted home. Kept an eye out.
So that's going to bring up Jerome De Los Santos now with 1 out. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. The score 7-4 here in the top of the 5th. And we're seeing Jose Lozama now on the mound. Took JJ Zay Lozama's place. Here's the pitch. Oh, swing and a
Big
miss.
swing by Jerome there.
Big swing, big miss. Jerome shaking that one off. Yeah, just 1 out here. And that was the strikeout to Byron Kaipat.
Yep. Had a couple errors.
Calling a little timeout by the
hit by pitch this inning.
timeout called by the batter, Jerome De Los Santos. He's getting back in the box now. He seems like he's ready for it. Jose getting ready to bring the pitch. That one's inside and high for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jerome De Los Santos. Seeing a lot of folks out there. If you're hungry, you should check out the Cristianos. I saw him out over. Oh, that's a big hit.
It's going to be
That's a big fly.
Is it in his,
Oh, he's going to get it.
catch.
And that's going to bring at least 1 runner home.
Oh, man, sack fly there.
All right, nice little sack fly. That's going to make another run. That's going to make it 5-7 now for the Brew Crew.
I'm not quite sure why he didn't throw home there. Ben Flores had a kind of double clutched, didn't get the ball in right away, allowed a run to score and the runner to get over to third. Oh, that's Dennis Cabrera.
Yeah, Dennis Cabrera is the second baseman.
Now up to bat, the third baseman, Tim Cruz.
So Tim Cruz now up to bat. It's now 2 outs with a runner on third. The CK Bears leading 7-5 over the Brew Crew. Brew Crew brought in 2 runs so far this inning. There's a high ball to Tim Cruz for ball 1. Appreciate all the folks out here joining us. And again, folks, if you're out there watching, you're here, you can check out Cristianos. I saw him over by the track, and you can give him a call at 488-1366 and order you some food. Maybe your tummy's rumbling. Here's the pitch. Oh, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's going to make it 1-1 now to Tim Cruz. All right. Hakimo kind of working out his shoulders there for a second. Here comes the pitch now. Oh, that one's going to be hit foul. Tim Cruz looked like he was going to pull that back at the last second, but it still hit off his bat.
It's a little unlucky there.
Real men make their own luck. Billy Zane, Titanic.
Oh, he was a great person in that movie.
Yeah, he played a lot of really iconic roles. He played the Shadow.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's pulling it from deep in the archives.
Yeah, you got to pull it deep.
Speaking of pulling it deep, Tim Cruz hoping to hit one deep, bringing this runner at third. There's the pitch.
That's
Oh,
right
and he's
there.
going to call it. He's going to call it a strike, and that's going to be the end of the inning for the Brew Crew. So the Brew Crew bringing in 2 runs that inning, making it 5-7 now. So 7-5, midway, a little more than midway through the game, but still, this is super close. I mean,
every time that we think it's about to get out of hand, the other team comes back and makes it close again. So we got that going. It's keeping it interesting. It's keeping us engaged. Keeping those guys out in the stands drinking beers out there in the far field, and keeping the folks here at the nice Tan Ko Palacios bleachers excited and interested.
yeah, and I mean, we saw our first pitching change of the night. I wonder if we're going to get another one here from the Brew Crew, if they're going to take Kaipo to Quito out, or if they're going to keep him in. But we saw Jose Lozama come in for JJ Lozama, and he did pretty well, I thought. I mean, he cleaned up the rest of that inning.
Yep.
And when it was kind of starting to get out of hand from JJ, and so that seemed like a pretty solid, successful pitching change. But you think the Brew Crew's gonna change their pitcher?
I'm telling you that I would do it, but it doesn't look like they are going to. Oh no, maybe they did.
No, I see Kaipo going out there.
Oh, yep, there he is.
He's right there. He's heading out to the mound. Right. So yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm willing to eat my own words, but I do think it's a mistake to put him out there right now. I think now here in the fifth, bottom of the fifth, it's time to call it a night for him. And maybe so. Nope. Maybe he's just changing positions. Maybe he's heading out there to change positions. We got somebody else up there on the mound. It's who? Franco? Oh, okay. So it looks like Franco Nakamura is going to get the chance to pitch, and we're going to see Kaipo Takito move over to shortstop.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to switch spots maybe.
Yeah, they're just going to switch, so that's not going to be too bad. We'll see how this works on here. But yeah, folks, so it seems like Kaipo Takito is going to move into shortstop, and we're going to get Franco Nakamura in to pitch. He's warming up right now. And Trey, what do you make of this change?
I think it's the right decision. Kaipo was, getting roughed up. Like the first couple innings, he had some issues. Were more, him just not placing the ball where he wanted it. But the last inning, he was getting hit pretty hard. And once you're getting hit pretty hard, you can tell that he's losing some gas, or he's kind of telegraphing what's happening out there. So I think this is the right decision. Maybe they still needed him, out there to do some defensive work for them, so they're going to leave him in the game. But, I think this is going to help them.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this plays out. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it works out for him, but certainly, I certainly think it's the right call to take Kaipo off the mound at this point.
Yep.
He started to struggle, and so he'll get a chance to now bat, and we'll see how his batting goes.
Yeah, we'll have to check and see how exactly that's going to work. Are they going to just change Nakamura to?
So the shortstopper Franco Nakamura will now move in to pitch, and the pitcher Kaipo Takito.
Yep, I think they will just switch spots. So I think Nakamura is out of the lineup now.
Yeah, so Nakamura is going to come in to pitch, so he'll be out of the lineup for batting, and Kaipo Takito will take his place in the lineup. But up to bat right now, we've got Angel Palacios for the CK Bears, and then he's going to be followed by Ben Flores and Jacoby Rangomar. And that first pitch is a strike from Franco Nakamura. Oh, Verlander Shermadal has a little issue with his shoe or his foot. And here comes the second pitch. Oh, that one's in the dirt. That's going to be a ball. So
aiming for his legs there.
Well, it's, if you take out somebody's legs, it's hard for them to run. I figured they taught you that in soccer. Based on the way I've seen Trey play soccer, taking people out at the legs is always an option.
You can take them out at the legs or the waist. Doesn't really matter.
Oh, that one's going to be popped up high. And Franco's going to get under it, and he's going to make that first catch. That'll be the first out.
Got to bring up the right fielder, Ben Flores.
That's going to be a pop-up one if you're keeping score at home. I'm trying to keep score here, but we've got Ben Flores now up to bat. Flores, it's been a tough night for him. He's had a fly-out and a strikeout so far tonight. This is his third at-bat. There's the pitch, and it's right down the middle for a strike. No question about that one. Highness reaching his hand out, making his fist, telling Ben Flores, yep, that's a strike. Oh, and then Franco Nakamura is just going to beam Ben Flores.
Comes over to apologize to him, letting him know it wasn't on purpose. Try and keep these games friendly out there.
Talk about your plunkers. There was some plunk in the junk on that one.
Plunk in the junk in the trunk for show.
Ooh, and Ben really trying to work that one out. That one definitely looked like it hurt. Hit him right in the kidney.
Maybe that'll help him out.
He's trying to not let him be part of that Brew Crew, making sure that kidney's not working for the beer later.
Yep. Save it for yourself. Ooh, that was a high ball to Kaipat, and
that was a good catch by Verlans, though, right?
Yeah.
At the very top of the mitt.
Snow coned it. I didn't think Kaipat's a little sad he swung at that one. It was like maybe above his head.
So Jacoby Rangamar swinging at that pitch, and that's June Kaipat rather, swinging at that one for a second strike. June singled his last time up at bat and had a walk before that, so. Ooh, and a swing and a miss. He's going to get struck out. And that's going to be 2 outs now for the Brew Crew. And bringing up Jacoby Rangamar back at the top of the order for the CK Bears.
Jacoby Rangamar. 2 down.
So here we are, the bottom of the 5th. The CK Bears leading 7-5. Oh, there goes the runner. And that throw's going to be in time, and he's going to run him down and get him for the 3rd out. That was a great run down there by the second baseman, Kyle Hokog. And that's going to retire the inning.
So after 5 complete, our score remains 7-5. CK Bears.
All right,
Wow.
so that was exciting down there.
A really exciting inning, and that's another 0 in that inning for the CK Bears. So Franco Nakamura coming in and cleaning up.
Yeah, getting them out of that, doing some good stuff, helping them build some confidence to go in there and try and get some more runs on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, the Brew Crew really putting together a nice 5th inning there. They scored 2 runs, didn't take on any runs, and so now it's still 7-5, and we got, 4 more innings here. They've got 4 more at-bats to try to at least tie this up, if not get the win and move on.
Yep, I mean, and like we said, if you don't win here, you don't get to play in a week or 2.
That's right. It's win or go home.
Yeah.
And go home for the season, not just for tonight, which hopefully everybody's going to go home tonight.
It's we will go home at some point, but it won't be soon because this game is close, and we're going to stay here until it's over, all 9 innings. It's going to be great.
And we've got Reed Terragezu, Ben Maritita, and Kiana Aldana up for the Brew Crew to lead off this 6th inning. And we're going to see. I mean, Reed walked last time he was up, so, be really good if they can get something in. And Jose Lozama on the mound, getting ready.
And for his 2nd inning, I think, right? So,
yeah.
He will. He looked good when he was in there last.
This will be his first full inning. He was brought in last inning.
Yep.
So this will be his first full inning to see what he can do. But Reed Terragezu getting into the batter's box, getting ready. Telling the catcher Chemo that he's ready, letting His Highness know I'm ready. And Jose Lozama Jr. on the mound, getting ready to throw the first pitch of the 6th inning. And that one's going to be outside for a ball. Again, here we are at the top of the 6th. The score is 7-5. The CK Bears over the Brew Crew. And the leading off hitter is going to be, batter is going to be Reed Terragezu. First ball is a ball. Second pitch, also a ball. So he's going to be at 2-0.
Did not like that one as much, but still a ball, a little low.
Yeah, Chemo's still kind of working out his shoulders and his back a little bit. Maybe it's starting to kind of bother him a little bit. Ooh, that one's inside.
Right in
and
there,
wide.
next to the
So
letters.
that's going to be a 3rd ball.
Yep.
So now 3 balls and no strikes to Reed Terragezu, the leadoff batter here in the top of the 6th.
Reed got the sign from third base coach Darren Flores. He's ready.
He saw the sign and it opened up his eyes.
He opened his eyes.
Oh, he's showing bunt right
the sign
now.
Was to bunt.
And then pulls it back, but it's going to be a strike.
Yep.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Reed trying to throw Jose Lozama off a little bit there, but it didn't work. So now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Oh, that one's going to be hit foul. Wow. That one had some speed on it back here. I don't know who did what to him up here, but he was trying to hit that ball at us. I don't even think I've said anything offensive about Reed. He's done really well tonight. He had a walk his last at-bat with a ground out before then.
Yep. He's looking for his first hit, but he's been on base.
All right, here's coming the pitch here from Jose Lozama. Oh, that one's way foul out the third baseline and way outside. That one is for the kids.
Field.
That might have hit one of the windows at the added gym if it had windows. And if it did, I think you could still go to the Saipan Auto Glass Pro.
I mean, it's auto glass, but you know, a glass is a glass, whether it's half full, half empty, or on a car or on a building.
Or sitting here calling the game for you. Glass is a glass. But you can call Romy and make him your auto glass homie at 235-9037. All right, Reed Terragezu now with a full count. Oh, he swings down low at that one, but he's running to first. Oh, and he's going to get him.
That throw was a bit high, but we got a little nice toe tap there
another
to get the out.
Strikeout drop to get the out at first. And that's going to bring up Ben Maritita.
Kimo was talking over to the dugout, telling him about how his legs are tired, I think.
I'm not sure if it's his legs or his shoulders. He keeps kind of moving them in a circle. You got to pay attention to that as this game goes on. Oh, Kaipo Nikito. I'm sorry. Kaipo Nikito now up. So he's not staying in order?
All right. So Kaipo Nikito's up to bat, and their DH goes away because he moved to the field. That pitch was framed for a strike there.
All right, so Kaipo Nikito now up.
So Ben Maritita was the DH, and now he's out. He's basically the sub for that switch there.
Okay.
So now their pitcher always has to hit in this slot.
All right, and there's a swing and a miss.
3-2 strikes on the batter Kaipo Nikito.
All right, so this is Kaipo's first at bat. You know, he's been in the game all game, but he hadn't had to take an at bat yet. Wonder if his batting muscles are cold.
And we're gonna see. Oh, that one's. Oh, he's just gonna catch the corner and get that strike. So Kaipo Nikito gonna get struck out. 2 strikeouts in a row now
Struck out looking.
for Jose Lozama, and that's gonna bring up Kiana Aldon.
Gotta bring up the center fielder, Kiana Aldon.
So far, the Brew Crew not doing much here in the top of the 6th. They really closed the gap last inning, making it 7-5. Here's the first pitch to Kiana, and it's going to be high for a ball.
Just be seeing high and outside, ball 1.
We're going to see. We're going to see how it goes, but so far, Kiana had a fly out and then a strikeout her last 2 at-bats.
Looking at
That one's going to be right over the plate for a strike. Yeah.
Lozama's really.
Kiana even looks back and goes, yeah, I know, I needed to swing at that one.
Yeah, that was a great pitch by Lozama right in there. A lot of pace on it. Yeah, Kiana's looking for her first hit of the night. She had some good contact early, but you know, hasn't been able to get on base yet.
Oh,
Inside.
swung at that, but that was really inside.
So
no real
rigging.
reason to do that. So Chemo's still looking really uncomfortable there in the catching position. Kiana Aldon up to bat, facing Jose Lezama Jr. Oh, she's gonna hit that one high.
Is it gonna get over this one?
And it drops. It drops. He made the catch, but it dropped as he was reaching back in a really awkward reach back, and that's going to be a single for Kiana.
That was out in no man's land. That was a super tough play. Got a little turned around there.
You think that was an error?
Coming up to bat now, the catcher, Verlaine Samuel.
Yeah, I don't really think that was an error. I really think that he tried to get under it. Maybe he ran not quite under it enough. But he had a great reach out, and it just, as he was hitting the ground, it just fell out of his glove. I wouldn't really score that as an error if I was scoring it. But
yeah, that's a.
Either way, that's going to bring up the top of the order for the Brew Crew and Verlaine Shermadal now, with a runner on and 2 outs.
Yep, trying for that 2-out rally again.
He's got the tying run at home plate there. Oh, and checking Kiana, but the ball falls out of the first baseman's hand.
Could have been a close play if he had held on to that ball, but I still think she was going to get in there.
Yeah, she looked pretty safe. She slid in, which is good. Again, talk about coming back to first. Make sure to slide in.
Gotta get those slides down.
Got to get the slides. It's like when you're at home and you take off your shoes and you got to put on the house shoes. You put the slides on.
Slides.
All right, Jose Lezama with the pitch. Oh, and Kiana's running. She's going to have to go back because that's a foul. And that hit, it sounded like the top of our roof.
Yep.
Kiana really showing some speed, too, on that run.
Yeah, she got a great jump there.
But she had to go back because of that foul. So Verlaine Shermadal here at the plate.
And Polka.
Kiana getting her lead off. Jose gonna throw it again pretty late. She's gonna make it back no problem.
Another check at first. Save.
It's good for Jose on those checks that he's getting it to the first baseman and they're not throwing it past, because we've seen that quite a bit too.
Yeah,
some of
it's
those
a
checks.
dangerous play over there if you don't have a great throw to the first baseman. Gets away from him and lets that base runner get to second.
All right, here comes the pitch. Well, that's going to be inside. For another ball, so the count's now going to be 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
To Verlaine Shermadal. So here we are, top of the 6th, 2 outs. Brew Crew with the tying run at home plate. Just needs a home run. Oh, he's got a good piece of that one, but I think it's going to go foul.
Oh, yeah, just over the
Foul.
tone over there in foul territory.
Just landed a little bit foul. That was a strong hit by Verlaine, so he got a good piece of it. Just pushed a little bit foul. If it had stayed in, that would have been quite the hit.
Yep, it was in a good spot back there. Yeah. During that break, His Highness wiped off the plate a little bit so we can get a better view of that strike zone.
Yeah, so we got a 1-2 count to Verlance. 2 outs, a runner on first. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and he's going to pop that right into center field. That's good. Kiana's going to round and get to third. They're going to get the cutoff, but nice hit by Verlance there.
Yep, getting that single and moving the runner over.
So Kyle Hokog's going to come up with 2 outs and a runner on third and a runner on first. Getting some words of encouragement from his manager, telling him, get that base hit. Wait for the good pitches. Wait for the good pitches. Wait for the good pitches. What a wonderful movie. See, now I just want to watch Hook again.
You should.
Rufio.
Be careful. It's a much bigger tearjerker than you remember. I'll tell the story after this pitch.
Oh, and Verlaine's going to take second. Oh, and there's a nice little pop-up to center. He's going to get under it, though, and he does, and that's going to tire the inning.
Yep, that's the end of it. But,
that's going to be a fly-out 8.
8, yep.
Yep, to retire the inning. All right, yeah, tell a story about Rufio.
Yeah, so Rufio is named after one of the characters in Hook, and we were watching it when Rufio was maybe a year old, and so he didn't know anything about it. But Liam understood his brother and who he was and his name and all that stuff. And so I was watching Hook with him, and I thought he was old enough to understand it. He's about 4. And I was so worried that I was going to have to explain, like, that's not your brother that died. Spoiler alert, Rufio in the movie dies.
Womp womp, spoiler alert.
But so I was so worried I was going to have to deal with Liam's reaction to the movie that I didn't think about my own reaction, and turns out it's kind of a tearjerker as a father there, and I forgot about that part completely because the last time I watched it was probably 20 years before.
Getting some kind of call down here
Yeah,
on
it looks
the
like
field
Darren's going to make a little change
Darren,
there.
Yeah, maybe we're going to get some substitutions in here.
We'll go see what we
He's
can.
holding some hands up. He's pointing some fingers. He's telling him steal second, but take home with you. Tim Leon Guerrero going to come in for Kiana.
DeLeon.
Tim De Leon Guerrero.
Nice.
in for Kiana.
All right. So Tim is in there now.
So Tim De Leon Guerrero coming in place of Kiana. So he's going to take that 9th position and play center field. That's going to end the night for Kiana, who did pretty well. I mean, that signal she had there.
Yeah, she had a great
I
single.
thought
She
that
made
was-
some good contact in the first. Had some great base running out there.
And she had that sacrifice fly in the first, or in the second, that although I know they didn't score any runs, but she did advance the runners for them. And she showed some real speed out there, too. I mean, she's definitely showing that these girls can hang with these boys and that there is nothing wrong with that. We like seeing great players out there, no matter who they are.
Yep.
So this is going to bring up Jacoby Rangamar now.
Jack Rangamar leading off.
And we're going to see Jacoby Rangamar, Dennis Cabrera, and Henry Jr. Lazama to start off here in the bottom of the 6th for the Bears. And that first pitch is a foul to Jacoby. And the second pitch right down the middle for a strike. So that's going to be a quick 0-2 to Jacoby Rangamar. Here's the pitch showing bunt. Oh, he's going to bunt it. It's going to be a good bunt. And they're going to get him at first with a great play by the pitcher, Franco Nakamura. And that was a great play by Franco Nakamura, running up quick to get that and then just really putting some heat on it into first to get that out. Well, that's going to be a 1-3 on that bunt. Now Dennis Cabrera coming up. So Franco Nakamura now on the mound. Taking his pitch. Oh, and a swing and a miss there by Cabrera for a strike. And that was really close in there. So Franco Nakamura took over last inning for Kaipo Taquito, who's moved over into shortstop. Here's the next pitch. Oh, another big swing and a foul ball.
Quick 2 strikes.
So another quick 2 strikes here. Now Dennis Cabrera facing an 0-2 hole with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The CK Bears leading 7-5 over the Brew Crew. All right, Franco with the windup and the pitch. Oh, and a big swing and a miss for the strikeout.
For the second out.
And now Henry Jr. Lazama, 2 outs now.
Bring up the center fielder, Henry
Franco
Lazama
Nakamura
Jr.
really trying to put a statement on this game since taking over at the mound.
Yeah, he's doing some work out there for sure.
I mean, he has gotten both of the outs so far this inning with some great plays. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that one's going to be popped up high and foul. That's going to make it over to the parking lot, and that might hit a car. It's bouncing, but no fear. If it does hit your car and it cracks the glass, you can take it to the Saipan Auto Glass Pro, and he can fix you right up. And that's at 235-9037, and you can make Romy your Auto Glass homie. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that's going over, and that looks like it might. No, center fielder's under it.
Yeah.
And that's going to retire the inning right there. 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah, Tim coming in, making a great play.
So 6 complete. Our score remains 7-5. CK Bears.
Well, the Brew Crew really putting some defense on out there.
Yep.
Really, really impressed with Franco Nakamura there on that bunt where he just hustled, got
Nice.
to it, and then just drilled it into first to get
What a
that
throw.
first out.
What a throw.
Just barely beating the runner, and then the strikeout to follow it up, and then followed by that fly out for a 3
Yep.
up, 3
And that's,
down.
That's nice to see, Tim out there. He just came into the game, getting involved early, trying to make sure he's getting warmed up, ready to go. Speaking of things getting ready to go, if you are a hungry man late in a baseball game, you can count on Cristianos.
That's always good to hear. Cristianos, if you're hungry out there, you can give them a call at 488-1366.
And they're still out there. If you're here at the game right now, they're still down there. They got the trailer set up. They got some great stuff. They got some smash burgers. They got fish tacos. They got poke bowls. They got a lot of great stuff out there. And, if you want some of that, it's still open. You can go get it. And we might have a visitor a little later with some of that stuff.
There's no complaints for me on that. If you want some out there, make sure to give them a call, 488-1366.
Top of the 7th inning, leading off the pitcher, Franco Nakamura, followed by
All right.
the first baseman.
Franco's up now, first time as a pitcher.
So Franco Nakamura up to bat. Even though he took over as the pitcher, he didn't lose his place in the lineup because the designated hitter came out because of the change by Kaipo Takito over into shortstop. So we're going to see Franco Nakamura, Byron Kaipat, and Jerome De Los Santos to start off the Brew Crew here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, the only thing that happened there is we lost Ben Maratite was the DH, and so now they don't have a DH on the Brew Crew anymore. They have to bat that pitcher.
They're all now designated to hit, not just one of them. They all need hits.
They're designated to do it all. They got to hit and field. I do think Cristianos will deliver to Japan, Brad, but
You probably got to buy him a ticket, though.
It might be costly, or it might take a couple
And here's
days.
the pitch. Oh, and that one's going to go foul over the first baseline and out into the parking lot. And if that one gets your car,
Hit that white car out there. If
I
that's your
saw it.
white car, you need to call Romy, your Auto Glass homie.
And call Romy at 235-9037. And he'll get you fixed right up as a Saipan Auto Glass Pro Man. You don't want no amateur fixing your auto glass. You want the
that
pro.
Pro.
Here's the pitch.
Oh,
that one's a high ball. Looks like it's going to go foul. Yeah, and it's going to go foul.
in
And the
there.
right fielder's not going to quite get there. So quick 2 strikes here to Franco Nakamura. He put his statement on the game as the pitcher last inning. Now he's trying to get something as the leadoff batter. And he's also part of that chain gang. He's got his chain hanging out the back, too. Hoping that'll bring him some luck here at the top of the 7th. Jose Lazama Jr. pitching. He's bringing the pitch. Oh, and there's a huge hit over to left field. It's up. The left fielder's getting under it, and he's going to get it. But that was a solid hit out to
Got
left
really
field.
connected on that, but it kind of hung up there on him. Left fielder was able to get under it pretty easily.
So that's going to be a fly out 9 for you at home. And Byron Kaipat now up to bat. So that's going to be 1 out. And again, we're here at the top of the 7th with the CK Bears leading the Brew Crew 7-5.
Still an
Really
exciting
close game back and forth, yeah. But you gotta think the Brew Crew needs something here. Well, that one's gonna be outside for a ball.
Outside ball one.
To Byron Kaipat. Yeah, I think the Brew Crew's got to get something going here because time's gonna start winding down on them. They've only got 3 at bats left, including this one, so they got to stop any more runs and get some themselves here.
Yeah.
Ooh, swing and a miss, but
And it looks like they're going to have to try and
Oh, maybe a little
manufacture some. Lozama does not look like he's slowing down. He's been in there a couple innings now, but he's still throwing strong.
yeah, I think this is the second full inning, but third inning for Lozama here. And this is Byron Kaipat. This is his fourth at bat. He had a single with an error. He had a walk and then a strikeout last time up, so hoping to avoid that same fate this time. Here's the pitch, and that one's high for a ball.
Upstairs.
That's going to be 2-1 in the
2-0,
count.
1 strike.
All right, getting ready for the next pitch. Here it is. Oh, swing and a
big
miss.
swing.
And that's going to even up the count 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Brett wants us to know that he would wait 3 to 7 business days to get Cristiano's delivered to Japan. And I try to tell him that it might not be good at that point. I mean, after like 2 business days, it's still pretty good if you kept it in the fridge. But, you know,
That sounds like you're talking from personal experience there.
No, I'm not. I'm just making these numbers up. But, you know, it's so good it lasts
Here's
for a while.
the pitch. Oh, there's a little grounder. It's going to get to the shortstop, and he's going to bobble it. And that's
Popped
going
off the heel of his glove there.
And that's going to be a
Unlucky.
single, but that's going to be an E6.
And that'll bring up the 2-time Francisco Palacios Golden Glove winner, Jerome De Los Santos.
All right, we got Jerome up to bat
So
here.
Jerome De Los Santos now. He's up and ready.
He's a wily veteran of this league. He's been out here a long time, been doing a lot of great stuff.
And he's got a runner now on first with just 1 out. Jerome De Los Santos still wearing that number 99 with that trifecta of stickers.
Call him the sticker man.
But he's hoping that ball doesn't stick to him. He wants to hit it far out into the field. First pitch is going to be high for a
Oh,
ball.
high.
Ball one. Top of the
Jerome
first inning.
wiping some of the sweat out of his eyes.
7-5, CK Bears.
Got to be pretty hot down there on the field. We're here in this nice air-conditioned
We're fully protected.
press box.
The only thing that makes it in here is that late evening sun sneaks in, but the hot air and the rain and the wind, we're all protected from that up here. They've got to deal with it down there on the field.
All right, and here's coming the pitch. Oh, and a nice line drive down into center field. And that's going to be a single for Jerome De Los Santos.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Tan Cruz.
And so now Tim Cruz is going to get up to bat, and he had a double to lead off in there, or a double at his first at bat in the first, and then he's struck out his last 2 at bats. He's hoping to change his fortune here. But he's got runners at second and first. And Tim Cruz, here we are again at the top of the 7th. The score is 5-7. The CK Bears leading the Brew Crew. Tim Cruz hoping to get something going here for the Brew Crew. All right, Jose Lozama likes the call from his catcher. Chemo. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and that one's nice, right in there for a strike. Tim Cruz doesn't quite agree with that strike call, but Heine said that's right over the plate and right in your strike zone. Saying if you got a complaint, go take it up with somebody else because Highness ain't listening to it. Here's the next pitch, and that one's outside and passed through. So that's going to advance the runners now. So now runners are going to be at second and third.
Man, we got 2 runners in scoring position in this tight game. They're only down by 2. So a solid base hit here to tie this up.
Tie it up. CK Bears hoping that they don't have any more pass-throughs. Pass ball's going to at least let 1 run in. All right, so Tim Cruz up. He's got a 1-1 count. Runners at second and third with just 1 out. Jose Lozama waiting for the right pitch to be called. He likes it. He's winding up. Oh, and that one's going high, really high up. The catcher's trying to get under, but he's going to miss it. He can't believe he missed it. He was right under it and just didn't get it. Just bounced off his glove.
I think he took a half step too far inside and had to lean back to get it. Kind of wasn't right under it.
Got to lean with it, rock with it, and he did not.
Lean back.
But, you know, we've seen Chemo. We've seen that he's kind of like his shoulders seem really stiff, and he's been trying to kind of loosen them up. And you got to think maybe that played a part on that.
Yeah. You need to send him down there to wander around Garapan. They're always offering me massages when I'm down there. I bet they could fix him right up.
He might need one. All right, so that's just going to be a foul ball then to Tim Cruz, making the count 2-1. Again, runners on second and third. Got runners in scoring position. Down 2.